got to hit him with that live turkey. Not to be confused with that jive turkey. Can't be doing. Every time, dude. Fucking, what are you doing?
Get
Who the fuck is texting you during our podcast, dude? Live. Large in charge. We're here, dude. We are here. And the only one that was here with us was Constitutional Carbon. Yes. Shout out to him. He's probably no longer with us.
Says we have one waiting. 2 watching.
2 watching, 1 waiting.
Us and Constitutional Carbon.
Right. That's it. We appreciate that. Still here, dude. Here, and he's a turkey, dude. He's a fucking live turkey, dude, if we've ever seen one.
Damn, bro.
But what is going on to our ones of viewers out there? How are you doing tonight, Carpenter? This is going to be a real fucking... We can maybe do some therapy session tonight. Maybe. Some one-on-one activities. Right. Some straight one-on-one activities, dude.
Yeah.
We could just talk it out.
Apparently.
Right. I never had those. Stop.
Ha.
Just kidding. I do. I love them. But they're not my real ones. But they are. But like, for the sake of the joke.
So it was hilarious when your dad tried to convince me that you weren't adopted.
So many things happened that I'm just not aware of. All these conversations taking place, unbeknownst to me, but my name's in them somehow.
That I told him that we all know it's your brother that wasn't adopted.
Right.
Like, come on.
My mom and dad are short, though, so...
But he tried for like a solid 5 minutes convincing me that you weren't adopted. And like that you've been lying to everybody this whole time. And I'm like, just imagine though.
Oh, just for attention? Just for attention shit?
But like it first started off as like he didn't even know that you were telling people you were adopted. So like he's just trying to make it out like you just out here lying and it's the first time he's heard. Like I'm just out over here telling him that his birthright son is adopted.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. So when y'all were out seeing the fireworks and shit.
What the fuck did you guys even do?
Sat around the fire, talked a bit, did some shit,
Yeah. Did some shit, didn't you? The fucking...
Enjoyed the wilderness.
Did you guys go on a ride or anything?
We didn't. No.
Why not?
Why
did you guys fucking... I felt like you were enjoying yourself on the fucking...
myself
the octave, dude.
The whole time I was...
Well, right. I just wanted to make sure.
It's I know you wanted to make sure. It's fucking... You made sure fucking 50 times a day.
I'm a courteous host, dude. The Boonie Hat Bandits, what's going on, dude? Constitutional Carpenter says, doing well, trying to resist the urge to get another LPVO, dude.
Yeah.
I own 0 LPVOs. Yeah. I don't necessarily believe in them, but I'm also not necessarily against them. I just, for me personally, if I'm running an LPVO, it's going to be on like an 18-inch gun.
Yeah.
On a 16, red dot magnifier. On a 14, just the dot or dot and a magnifier. Anything shorter, that's retarded. You're just wasting glass at that point. So I don't know. I mean, you seem to be in the all the cool kids want an LPVO, but the problem with that is most of them kids ain't running no fucking irons on the gun.
Yep.
They're not. Even if they have a quick detach mount on the fucking scope, they still ain't got no irons on the gun. And a lot of times they set it up so you don't have room to even put irons on the gun. And it's like now I would argue that like an EOTech and EOTech housing is a little bit more durable and solid than some of these LPVOs with, they're very lightweight. There's more glass to them. The glass, I would assume, in that higher clarity is also perhaps more fragile. Could be wrong. Don't know. But I would assume that it's a more specialized thing. Yeah. You got to worry about nitrogen purging a little bit more because if you lose the nitrogen purging on your dot, you're still fucked. Yeah. But again, typically you would be running backup irons, regardless, in my opinion. But a lot of the people with the LPVOs choose not to. There's not really an LPVO that has a true 1X, and the illumination is always not bright enough. It doesn't act like a red dot. And I would argue probably for most people, especially living in like a city urban environment, you're going to be needing a red dot like a 1 times, at
Yeah.
most 4 times magnification. So again, dot and a magnifier, or an ACOG with an RMR on top of it, or whatever, I think is a little more practical overall, and especially durable. When you're talking durable, an ACOG with a fucking RMR on top of it, I don't know if you could break that. The RMR might break, but
Yeah,
the
you can
fucking
definitely break
ACOG, the ACOG will not break, I don't think. I'm pretty sure they have like proven, documented cases of like grenades going off on top of them, and they were fine. So we got Chris in the chat. What's going on? Part of Chris and Chris in the Morning. Still waiting on the podcast / morning talk show. Let us know. We would love to be guests. I like mine, but I don't have a lot of time behind it. I don't like depending on an optic. Yeah, you always got to have iron sights no matter what. Guaranteed, you have to have iron sights. Whether it's a fucking pistol, a rifle, a shotgun, a fucking bazooka, you need iron sights on that motherfucker. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what the cool kids on Instagram are fucking posting and shit. Like the only time, and it still wouldn't fly for me, I would still have fucking irons on the gun. But if it is a dedicated fucking Navy SEAL fucking nighttime raid operation gun, and you've got so much IR bullshit bolted to the gun that you wouldn't be used because you couldn't see them anyway.
Yeah.
That'd be the only and none of us and none of y'all are anywhere close to that. So put fucking iron sights on your gun. Please.
Yeah.
Got plenty of room. Everybody's got a fucking full-length, free-floated rail these days. Put some fucking sights on the gun. Please. Booney Hat Bandito says he's got some new content, dude.
Yeah.
Check him out. What kind of new content do you have? What kind of new
See some
content
videos
are we
popping up
contenating?
there.
Yeah, I know. He shot the USP, I think, the other day. That's his favorite handgun, which you really cannot go wrong. And he's got a nice, beautiful it was a LEO trade-in. And it's a 2-tone 45, and it was like an old Brookfield Zoo cops or something they had for Harambe or whatever. The motherfucker gets loose.
Wasn't it left-handed though?
Yeah, but you can swap them over.
Yeah.
So he got the pieces, had somebody do it, swapped it over, and now it's just as good. And that gun will literally last forever. You cannot break that gun. You can't kill that gun.
In the shop the first time.
Yeah,
I'm showing it off.
Yeah, it's a cool ass gun. That's the Lara Croft pistol. Although I think in the movies, we should IMFDB this. Can we IMFDB this real quick? Because it's going to bother me. Because
what am I looking for?
IMFDB, it's like Internet Movie Firearm Database. And then you type in Lara Croft Tomb Raider, and it'll show you all the guns used in all the movies. It's actually a pretty cool website if you guys don't know. Might have to click on it. Shit, copyright strikes. Yeah. Where's the pic, dude? They usually show the pics of the exact ones in the movie. Oh, going on. That's what it was. It was a 9mm match because she had the comps on them like that. Croft. Yeah. So, but yeah. Cool ass gun. Should have been a 45, but I understand she's a female, so whatever. Although my girl shoots 45s, she shoots her 45 better than she shoots a 9, just because she knows the 9mm is gay. What?
And she shoots 357 mags too.
Yeah, and fucking 50 cals and 45-70s. That first one she let out of the 45-70 center punched that motherfucker. It was a clean. I just sprayed that bitch and center punched the shit out of her. And I think she was flinching after that because it does have a little bit of kick. And
I didn't get to pop one off out of that.
You should have, dude.
By the time I got around to it,
well, I took
the ammo
it.
Was all gone.
Yeah, I took it because I kept missing, dude. Because I couldn't fucking. I don't know where I was holding the sights, but Bell and Howell rototiller, dude. What? What are you doing with that?
He's tilling.
He's tilling, dude.
Yeah.
He's Emmett Tilling, dude. And we got first one shot in the house. What's going on, bro? Appreciate you stopping by. We are here. We are live because tell them why. Tell them why we're live today. And also going to be live next week.
So we got a fucked up compute that hopefully is no longer fucked up. That's why we're live today. Because I finally got it fixed last night.
It was broken.
It was.
So we couldn't film. We usually record on Wednesdays.
Yep.
And then it goes live Thursday.
Yep.
Living the life, bro. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
At least you're not living the death, dude. Which I don't know if you could. Because it's almost oxymoronic, one could argue.
Yeah.
Because every 5 we go live.
But we're not every 5.
This
That's
is
why we're
the
going
4th.
next week.
But we're also going live. This
For
is a
every
makeup,
5.
so we didn't miss this week because we're sick of missing. I'm at least sick of missing podcasts. But it's all right. It was for good reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, so since we couldn't do it yesterday, we're going live today. But we will also be live for the official 5 we go live next week on Thursday. Same time, 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you save the date and tune in. Okay, people? Unless Trump episode. What? Oh, right. Yeah. No, it was because they don't make a 46.
Oh, yeah.
But that's a 45 ACP thing.
But either way, it wouldn't have been live. So we still did it that week anyway.
45 would have been live because it's every 5.
Yes.
How would that
they
not
don't make a 46?
Right.
So
but that was the 45th.
We did the 45th.
Yeah, but we called it the 46th.
No, we didn't have a 46th. We went from 45 to 47 because they don't make a 46.
That's true. But yeah, either way,
we're artificially, inflating the numbers.
Right. Right. Well, you got to do that in the industry sometimes.
We were talking about Trump. What?
Right. We just got some hearts. I don't know I've never seen that before. We got some little hearty poos, dude. Yeah. We're like famous on TikTok right now. I feel like we've got some TikTok files. Some tickety talks, dude. Drop them hearts, dude. Let's see some hearts. Oh, there we go. We got some laughs and some smiles, dude. Hella emoji, dude. It's lit, dude. I didn't even know you could do that, bro. Is this some new shit, bro?
Apparently. Maybe if you're lucky, the signal won't drop as much. Hopefully not.
Yeah. Well, shout out to the AZG. Love you, babe.
I meant bonus live, like a Trump card.
Yeah.
Get it? This is a bonus live, I guess. But also not a bonus.
Every live that we give you.
That's true. That's true.
Is a bonus live. Yeah. Because it's one more live than you previously had. And that's what the people come here for. I'm surprised. I feel weird because these are twist offs. It's a line in Google, so I guess it's not like
I feel like less of a man.
A real beer. Right. But
still pop it off if you want to.
I know, but it's like then you're just trying too hard.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like if you don't want to give off the impression
it's
that you're
next to the right, but everybody knows though, so you're not fooling anybody. It's next to the send button. Okay, so I see the emoji. Can we drop some emoji? Click those emoji. Let's hit some emoji, dude. Let's give some. How do we feel?
I don't know, dude. Game over, dude. Don't see that doesn't work. Just puts it in.
Just send it. Send it. Just send it. No,
it doesn't work on this. I guess.
Shade, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe you gotta hit it up on your phone, dude.
My wife says I drink too much beer, so I gotta cut back. What kind of beer do you usually partake in, dude?
Why are you letting your wife control your life, dude?
Right, dude.
Damn.
Imagine.
First one says I'm on mobile. That's probably what it is.
He's on the
probably
moves,
gotta hit it on
dude.
your phone, dude.
Let me see if I could do it, dude. I'm gonna see if I can do it.
Yeah, dude.
First, I gotta snap my girlfriend back. Leave me alone. I'm busy.
Yeah. Do that quite often.
What?
On lives, especially.
What, dude?
Snapping the girl.
That's just when you fucking.
She's in the comm section.
Yeah, dude.
Why
It's different, dude. Some conversations are for private.
Kind of shit you send it.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm doing it, dude. This has to be a new feature, bro. This has to be a new feature because I've never seen this before, dude. I'm just dropping up those right now, dude. I'm dropping them, dude. Straight drop.
So much.
I drink all kinds, he says. Well, what kinds do you drink?
Pics, bro. It's all the private pics to Insta chat.
Yeah.
It's problematic. We've been trying to get him to stop, but
What?
Want to mute
what?
The phone?
What,
so
dude?
We don't hear the fucking echo in the background of ourselves.
I can't even hear it, dude. I couldn't even hear it.
Oh, man.
Mute the phone.
Yeah, dude.
I'm trying to pump the numbers up artificially.
Yeah.
You didn't even like the video. We got 7 people in here and only fucking 3 likes, dude.
Now 4.
But yeah, dude. What is going on with everybody, dude? We got the Constitutional Carps. We got the AZGs. We got the first one shots. We had Chris in the morning, but it's probably past his bedtime now. So what is going on with you people? I was drinking Youngling, but already switched to water trying to be fit, dude. What is Youngling? I don't know if I've ever had some Youngling.
It's some shit. Fucking Stevie was talking about that shit and how down in Florida that's all anybody drinks because it's cheap. But
It's the
apparently still
natural
decent beer. I don't know.
It's the natural ice of
It's the
Florida
natty
beers.
ice, dude. It's the natty ice of Flowridas.
The Flowridas beers, dude.
But he said he found it here someplace. But yeah.
She says I'm gonna get fired from the pod for texting her.
Dude, you might.
I'm 51% owner of the pod.
Bring
dude.
up a conversation at our next board meeting.
Board meeting. Is that when we talk? When
there's
there's nothing else to do?
Here.
Yeah,
So
there's gonna be a board right there. Chris says he's still here, dude. It's not past his bedtime. Although the second 10 o'clock on the dot strikes, dude, he will. Chris, you know you got school tomorrow or whatever the fuck is going on. Dude, what grade? Not trying to dox the boy, but what grade were you in? I mean, he's in the high skis.
Yeah.
But he's not. I don't think he's a fresh. Maybe he's maybe a soft or a June. I don't know that he's a scene. If he's a scene, though, it'll be a super scene. I'll tell you that. Fucking, it's like he's raw XDing everywhere. Has that poofy fucking cover the eye haircut. It's summer. That's a good point. It is summer, man. I'm going to my third year of high school, so he's a June now.
It was funny as hell though when fucking Frosty was in the Discord talking about he's got school tomorrow.
Right? Imagine.
I forgot about that.
Can't
That
stay
shit
up late and
exists?
talk
What?
because he's got skew tomorrow in fucking Canada.
Wait, shit.
Imagine living in Canada first.
You don't even
foremost.
know. This is why you need to get back in school. Okay, you can't remember what grade you're in.
Wait, shit! It's gonna be my senior. Exactly, dude. This is fucking.
You
He's
can't even count to 12.
No, dude. Right.
Like, you sure it's your senior
He
year?
doesn't have enough fingers, dude. The fucking this is
Gotta take off his socks.
this fucking dude, you jackass. The Steve Arenos, dude. Steve
where the fuck is this
Aronis,
motherfucker
dude.
been?
Where the fuck have you been, bro?
Forgot that
I haven't
motherfucker
seen you in
existed.
the fucking
Shit.
shop. I haven't seen you in the Discord on the Tarks. I haven't seen you in the live chats, bro. Where the fuck is your ugly ass been at, dude?
They have schools in Canada.
Miss you, bro. You're fucking hilarious, dude. I think I'm working with Steve. It's on Saturday, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a shit show. But the fucking, I mean, I'll save the day because I'm gonna be there, right? And that place, I'm the gorilla glue that holds the shop together.
Yeah.
I like to think. But yeah, me, Steve, and fucking Bob, the old man that knows dick about nothing, and just he's slower than molasses. And God bless him. I'm sure he's just trying to get out of the house and away from the wife for a few days a week. But like, yeah, it's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be fucked up,
I'm
dude.
actually going to another gun store, I think, on Saturday.
Shade
Yeah,
for
no, dude,
what?
I'm cheating on you.
For
It's
what?
they're doing some event that Chan had found regarding fucking adopting out dogs and shit. Pit
Oh,
bulls
yeah.
and shit.
AutoZone girl was fucking showed me something about that. She shared something on her
Yeah.
Facebook about it. Which is probably the only
Maybe
reason
that's
you
where
fucking
Cheyenne
creeps
found
know
it.
where the
I don't
fuck
know.
it's at, dude. Fucking creeping, dude. Old FBI
No.
looking ass
No,
mugs.
she saw it a few months ago now. Been fucking had it written down she was going or whatever the fuck on Facebook. But
Where is it even
at?
asked?
I don't fucking remember. Somewhere in Aurora, I think, or some shit.
A-dubs in the house, dude.
Saying every 5 you go live is a globalist conspiracy. No, it's not even every 5 right now.
It's
First one, should I feel really old? My daughter is also a junior this year. You old fuck.
you are old as fuck. I can't believe that a woman let you impregnate her. It's exactly what the cool kids say now. But yeah, dude. Don't miss the za. I mean, the za was great, dude, but I miss you, Steve. I miss you, bro.
Kev still owes me a za, dude.
You're never going to get that
I'd
za.
never get that za.
You're never once going to get that
Or
za.
the whiskey he owes me too.
Oh, he owes me some Japanese whiskey, too. And fuck, were you there for that?
Yeah.
Fucking going on for an hour and a
We were
half
talking
about how he's got, listen, he said he got me specifically Japanese whiskey.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Kevin, you're full of shit. You're full of shit.
But then suddenly he had 2 bottles.
Right.
Right. and he put one up on the line in some Tarkov competitions.
Right.
Of which I won.
Right. So
the first time.
Debatable.
I won the first time. He said, that's not fair. That's not fair. My game lagged. All right, let's go again. I won a second time. And then he's like, oh, that doesn't count either. And we went a third time. And then I think somebody else won, but it still wasn't Kev. And then the fourth time.
Somebody.
But then the fourth time, I won again. And so 3 out of 4, I won. And he still said, no.
Well, because you didn't win on the time that it was cool for you to win at. Yeah. Which was none of the times.
No, none of the times. It had to have been him winning every time. That's it. That's the only option. For it to have actually counted, he would have had to have won. Ooh. Chris, why would you drink Japanese whiskey? They did Pearl Harbor, bro.
They did do Pearl Harbor, bro. Do you guys remember how I killed TT every single one of those matches? Never once. Never once.
I distinctly remember killing him one of them. So
he never would. He's over in Tank Farm. We have no fucking idea where the fuck Tank Farm's at, but that's where Steve is. Okay, so anyway. Always in Tank. Like we're in the middle of like a heated gunfight. Like it's a video game, right? But like Tarkov is as serious of a video game as you can play. And fucking Steve, where you at? Where you at? I'm in Tank Farm, and all of us like unanimously were like, what the fuck is a tank farm, dude?
So where is it? The thing is though, like a tank farm is
it's a real thing.
It's a real thing, right? But when you're talking about the map of Factory in Tarkov, half of the map can be considered a tank farm.
Right. And so almost the whole thing.
Like at least there's like two sections of the map specifically that could not be referred to as tank farm.
And they're inside.
And at that point in time, not a damn one of us thought that a tank farm was even a thing, that we have been corrected on that.
Well, I knew, like, after he started explaining it, I knew what he meant. But, like, in the heat of the moment, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm thinking, like, tanks. Like,
how are you growing those on a farm?
Right. Like, shoot, I'm in my prime constitutional carp, dude. What's up, though, dude? He's in his prime, dude.
He says my stepson will be a junior this year, too.
My wife's ass is considered a tank farm. What? What does that even mean, dude? What the fuck does that even mean, A-Dubs? Please inform us all.
I don't think we want that information.
No, actually, yes. No, we could live without it.
Keep that to yourself.
But it does beg curiosity. What the fuck? I don't know. Well, she's pumping out a bunch of football players. They're all linebackers. I don't know what is going on at this point.
Still wouldn't be the ass though, unless you missed a lesson in health class or something. You know?
Well, no. Well, that's how it's. Well, that's what they're teaching these days. Is everybody does it in the butt because everybody's a fucking Fenoy model. But what the fucking
teaching 7-year-olds that oral is a good substitution, so you don't get pregnant. You know,
right? You just get the herpetogonosyphoclapilitis, dude. That's how you get that shit. Fucking, I won't even hold hands with my girlfriend because it's unwholesome it's not. That's how you get pregnant, dude. It's through the hand holding.
Yeah,
you can't.
You were saying she was having a hankering for some pickles or something earlier. So
well, right, but she does, much like myself, appreciate a good pickle, which is why she's with me. But the fucking, but. She's got this jar of spicy
dill, huh?
Yeah. Well, listen, dude. That's where most of the flavor is at. Is in the little ones. But I waited until marriage for the hand holding. Says first one shot, dude. Yeah. Shout out to the first one shot, dude. I fucking love you guys. You guys are dorks. They fit right in. The G spot is in the ear hole. That's what. It's funny. Because me and AutoZone Girl were just talking about this earlier.
Whoa.
Do you have a girlfriend? Is she blind or retarded? I don't know. I keep asking her the same thing. I don't know what's going on.
Spent a few days with you guys, and I still can't understand why.
It's my charm and stunningly good looks.
Yeah. Obviously. That's why you cover half your face with a beard.
Well, I have to. Because this is the good half. It's okay for a little bit of premarital consensual handle.
Oh, man. Pretty sure even the Amish can hold hands.
I don't think so,
marriage.
dude. I don't think they can,
so.
dude. We might have to look this up.
I'm pretty sure they can. It just has to be supervised.
But they have to be. They have to be like in like they're
it
getting
has to be
married.
supervised hand holding. You know that
TT needs an
orienteering pageant. And then, gee, dude,
the fuck out of
break
here.
out the comp, dude.
Listen, I got a Lensatic, dude.
Got the fucking map broke out.
Listen, I got night vision, bitch. Fuck yeah. You fucking dancing in the dark.
Chris, cover your ears. You shouldn't hear this, Phil.
Right, dude. Right. He's contributing to the filth. He himself is probably the most filthy.
Oh, man.
I'm a reserved, wholesome man.
He is in high school
with
right
good
now,
morals.
so
Right, that's what I'm saying, dude. Motherfucker goes home every night to his waifu pillow, bro. As if he don't fucking, damn well he's got. Who do you think's on his waifu pillow? Bulma? I would have a Bulma waifu pillow, dude. Or what was the other one? Launch? Like, you never even fucking watch Dragon Ball Z because you're fucking uncultured swine, dude. Good for nothing, dude. I just picked up a long fry. Can't wait. Sick, dude. Sick. Stepping the game up. What cull did you get, bro? I also have the long fry with me, dude.
Holding hands leads to communism. That's how the Beatles tricked the boomers.
That's a very, it almost sounds.
Long fry right here, dude.
Is that a long fry, dude?
It's the long fry, dude. Out here.
You are out here, dude?
Out here. It's not a long fry.
No, I know. I had to remove my other helmet to get to my other helmet.
Flexing like that.
No, I'm not. This one is heavier, though, so you have to put a little bit more muscle into it. Yeah. Was somebody talking long fries, dude?
Dude, I don't know. Were they?
Is there long fry action taking place right now?
I think there is, dude.
I wonder if it'll pick up the IR beacon on that camera.
Potential.
Hold it up to the camera. See if it's boppity booping. Unless I had it on the whole time, and then I don't know. There's weird lighting in here, and it always scares the shit out of me. I literally have to look at it with my. Well, I guess I could do this.
Gabriel said, "Stop playing with your helmets together."
He's jealous.
You just mad you don't have a helm. God.
Okay, it is on. Look at it through that though. Blinded by the light, revved up like a douche in the middle of the night.
It's definitely a lot more noticeable on camera. Yeah, it's fucking. Even though it's on camera still.
Right. Just of the night vision variety. Yeah. But yeah, dude, the long fry's sick, dude. Now that I have an actual PVS 14, I think it deserves at least a Team Wendy. I could go OpsCore, but I like the way the X-Fill looks more. I feel like it's more of an aggressive looking helmet, and I like how it's a little bit more high cut. Although the OpsCores are pretty high cut too. Yeah. This is a high cut, but it's still, you get a little bit more nape coverage than other helmets in today's day and age. But I mean, realistically, that's probably a good thing because A, that's basically a built-in counterweight, and B, you get more ballistic protection. So when some dumbass on your own team fucking NDs into the back of your skull with something, maybe you got a fighting chance. Who knows, Hopefully. But
Chris says OD green to match my Ranger green ready rig and the T-Rex Arms loot bag you picked up.
Sick. Wait, you got a yoke bag, my dude? I don't even have a fucking yoke bag. I would like to have a yoke bag, bro, because it's specifically designed to carry and stow your helmet with your night vision. So very, very useful if you're running a helmet with night vision.
Adub says my helmet looked like that.
This is going to be an 8-hour live stream. I feel it in my bones, dude. My helmet looked like that. Had a weird shaped head until I was 6. Is there an echo in here, head ass? 5 is live. Number 74 is easily the funniest. Only 30 minutes in. Number 74.
That's
what
we're doing now.
I don't believe it.
He says it's the funniest. Yeah,
he's full of shit. He's full of shit. Odie Green to match my
most of our viewers are
right.
If they're claiming they enjoy our podcast,
just off the jump, we know you're lying. Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah,
but we're not stupid. We get it.
We really appreciate what's going on. Helping boost our confidence levels. But but we still know you're full of shit.
We need that.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, the long fry, $200. It's a Chinese helmet, but it is law enforcement issue. There is like some contract for it somewhere. This is a fucking actual ballistic helmet. It will stop level 3A rated shit. So 12 gauge, 44 Magnum, 357, 940, 45, 10 mil, 5.7. I'm not sure if they got the right ammo, but Maves. And they have been known, maybe not this helmet specifically, but level 3A helmets, Kevlar helmets, Aramid helmets, whatever they are, to skip rifle rounds and or take a rifle round, but it kind of like hits and then like follows the outside of the shell and like does not go through weird shit. Wouldn't count on it, but possibility.
Yeah.
And
worst case scenario, you get shot in the head. Best case scenario, your helmet stops it.
Right.
You know, like that's...
Which might end up being worst case scenario because you could end up still a potato.
Yeah, 100%.
But you're living still, which I don't know. I'd probably almost rather just take one then at that point. But yeah, I mean, it's an aluminum shroud. It's got arc rails, actual arc rail spec arc rails, which is a Ops Core thing, I'm pretty sure. Or it might be Team Rep. I don't know who came out with it first. But either way, they're actual mil spec arc rails or whatever. Mine, you said yours didn't come with it, but mine came with the little dovetail mount, which I have this Surefire helmet light hooked up to, which does white light, blue light, and then IR beacon. You can get them in a few different configurations. And then it came with the little pick mount over here. So, Velcro all over. I got my my patches. This one's an IR glint, so that will actually reflect light under IR, so the buddies can say, hey, he's over there. And then I got the little T-Rex arms battery pack holder. Now, when I'm running the Psionics, this is a Fujifilm battery, but it can be direct plugged into like an Anchor and run through USB and be powered off that. And you actually get over a day's worth of power running it that way. Plus, then at that point, now you got your counterweight. But I have the batteries back here just because A, it is still somewhat of a counterweight. B, everything else I use, EOTechs, Streamlights, Surefires, take CR123As, and they're just good to have laying around, handhelds, weapon lights, whatever. But yeah, in theory, if I'm running this, swap out the bats or just run an Anchor, but I don't yet have, I got to get a couple of them. I don't yet have like a counterweight pack. Yeah. But now that I have these two, which I don't even know. I mean, they're obviously always interchangeable. I can run this on this and this on that and vice versa, whatever. But I still would like to have a helmet set up for every monocular or set of binos. I probably always just ever have monoculars because I like that better anyway. But I want to have a dedicated one for each. Yeah. So, I don't know. Do you think that's stupid?
No.
I just feel because it's definitely going to be more expensive.
The goal is, in the long run, to have multiple setups for multiple different uses and potentially for multiple people.
Yeah. Well, it's always the goal.
What's the point in having a monocular without a helmet attached? You expect somebody to just show up with their own helmet and mount and shit?
Well, no, but you could also use these handheld.
Well, yeah.
So, and like even the PVS-14 comes with a neck lanyard, so you can use it as a handheld device. Which if I had to, like obviously I'd be fucking one hand down off a gun, but I could walk through the woods like this, holding it. It would not be ideal, but it's possible. Yeah. So, I'm not mad at it.
I'd definitely go for if you have the fucking night vish, have the helmet for it too.
Well, right. But they all cost money.
Either way, you got two helmets, you got two heads, bro. It's fine.
Right. I do. I'll put the bump on it's a lighter weight. Yeah, put that one on the old little guy. But he doesn't have as strong of a neck. He don't play football. But yeah, dude, helmets are sick. It's fucking, I mean, this is a legit bulletproof helmet and it's $200. Yes, it's made in China, but whatever. You can spend, they sent this to me. Hardhead Veterans sent this to me. It's a 220 some odd fucking dollar bump helmet. And they sent it to me free of charge to make content with. And that's sick. I appreciate it. And I actually really like it a lot. More than I thought I would. Plus, it's M81 Woodland, motherfuckers. I don't know if you noticed, and that's one of the drippiest camos of all time. And then I just got this guy set up, and not completely done. These are all just works in progress or whatever. But now I have an AGM Gen 2 PVS-14, and it's level 1, so it's got like literally 0 blems. You look
It's
through
Gen
it.
2 Plus.
It's a Gen 2 Plus, that's
Don't
right.
undersell
It is a
yourself.
Gen 2 Plus. Supposedly, Gen 2 Plus doesn't mean anything because it's either Gen 2 or Gen 3 because it does not have auto gating, but it does have automatic shut-off sensors if it is too bright to save the device.
Yeah.
It won't just dim it down to a usable thing. It'll just shut off, which fine, good enough.
Yeah.
And and yeah, it's not it's not as clean or crisp of an image or whatever, but you can still get white phos in a Gen 2. And I got the green because that's traditional. Supposedly our eyes see in more shades of that anyway. And honestly, it doesn't bother me. When I think of night vision, I think green. And I hear pzzz, you hear the little sound effects. It doesn't do that in real life, which is really disappointing. But yeah, that's what I hear.
And like build that into the fucking psionic shit.
Just as like a fucking. It kind of does if you, but you have to keep the fucking. I turned all the sound off, so it wouldn't. Yeah. But yeah, it does. It does kind of do it. But yeah, it's cool. It's definitely cool. So now I'm definitely dedicated to. But I still want the exfil bump too. I still want it because it's just a cool looking helm.
Yeah.
So and I mean it's only $300, and the ballistic's only $13. So I'll get the ballistic and then probably get the bump as a spare. Because this is Hardhead Veterans. I don't know where it's made. I assume it's made in China. Because they're fucking, even their ballistics for $500-600 are made in China. That being said, I hear nothing but good things about them. I think it's weird. It is a little weird to me that a company, Hardhead Veterans, that like screams America, right? But then they're outsourcing shit to China. So I personally wouldn't be too proud of that. But at the same time, if they are offering a quality product and it is more affordable, like, yes, it's more expensive than this, but it also has potentially better features. It's probably lighter. And yeah, I don't know. So, you know what I did find out is made in America? Is those fucking OT gears, dude. The OT gear plate carriers.
Yeah.
Kevin brought his in today, and it's actually not half bad. And it says it's got 3 tags on it. One says made in the USA. The other one says Cordura. So it's actual licensed factory real mil-spec Cordura. And then the other one, I forget what the other one said actually, but it's legit and it's $89. So that's half the price of the AC1, and it's basically the same thing, but you get a 3-mag placard with it and potentially more Molly apparatus side. So did you find anything on that? What's that saying?
I'm still checking.
They're pretty sick, though. Scroll through can we share with the class and scroll through the fucking... Because I'm honestly not mad at it, dude. I'm really not mad at it. I'm very partial to the M81. I think it looks sick, especially with the contrasting Velcro. But yeah.
Your shit, right?
Yeah, that's mine. Then they got regular black. They got multicam black. No, that's mine. The Woodland. The other one was multicam. And then the Alpine, dude. If you're out there snowboarding or something, dude, fucking sick. If you're rock climbing or like you're just like a lineman or something, dude, you know? I like that. The foliage where it's kind of like gray but kind of green. I think that shit's super sick. Then there's your Ranger green, your OD green. Then there's the Woodland again. It's a good looking helmet. It's an aggressive looking helmet. It's got Velcro in all the right places. The M-Lock thing is actually kind of convenient because I already have 1,000,001 little M-Lock fucking pick rail section things that I could bolt directly into here and then mount whatever. This is the Princeton Tech little admin light. It's actually pretty sick. And it's cool. It's got the T-Rex Arms little CR123 because this ATN Odin, which they also sent out to me. So shout out to ATN and Hardhead Veterans for sure. Check them out. Links all in the description box, or at least on my channel. But this thing's legit. It's a thermal monocular made to be ran off of a helmet. This is ATN's proprietary mount for it. The mount was $250, but they sent me like $4,000 or $5,000 worth of night vision and thermal, so I could spend $250 with them. And it's actually a really, really nice mount. It's super, super adjustable, perfect to set, you know, for your exact inner pupillary distance or whatever they call it. And it's been holding up great, and it's a super cool capability, but this runs off of CR123s, so I got spare CR123s, provides a little bit of a counterweight. The monocular itself and the helmet itself are super light, way lighter than a bump, plus you're going to have ventilation, so it's going to breathe better, it's going to be less hot. And got the little admin light, which is red light for IR task stuff in the dark. You won't lose your night vision as nearly as much as regular white light or give away your position as much. And then it's also IR. So if I were running a night vision device on here, I'd be able to use that. But then also I could flip it up or whatever, point it down, point it wherever, and other people with night vision will be able to see me, and it'd be kind of like an impromptu beacon. I am running an IR glint flag patch on the back, so any of my teammates behind me, if they're hitting me with IR, they're going to see that, hey, I'm right there. But I actually like this a lot, and for $220, and it's made in China, I would say go get the $300 one from Team Wendy that's made in America. But if this one is made in America for $220, I would pick this all day long. But I don't know if they have. I know you're looking for it. I don't know if you're finding anything.
The only thing I found so far is they stated we started working towards having A to Z in-house manufacturing capabilities by purchasing a manufacturing plant in Sweetwater, Texas. And that's all that I've seen so far.
So on the actual like helmet itself, well, that's one of their ballistics.
Yeah.
But I think this is one of their new ones, and I think this one, I heard that they have one of them is made in America.
Our U.S. manufacturing.
What does it say?
It says, due to extreme demand, lead times are at 8 to 12 weeks. Thank you for the support as we scale our U.S. manufacturing.
Yeah, so this is the new one that is supposedly made in the U.S., which I appreciate and commend them for bringing it over here and doing that. But for half the price, you can get one that is made in China. I'm sure, honestly, probably to somewhat close enough of the same quality, because realistically or not, this fucking computer, our phones, everything we use, your TV, everything's fucking made in China. So China knows how to make shit, but they make a lot of shit, and they make a lot of cheap shit. And there's a difference between good China and then China. But, you know, like Hollow Sun, I would argue, for the most part, is good China. You know, that LS321G that I got is sick as fuck. And most people recommend that over any Steiner product because it's the same power with maybe a slightly lower illuminator power. But realistically, for the work you're going to be doing, it's not going to matter anyway. And you can always run a Surefire Vampire with it. And it's an eighth of the price of some of this other shit. Everybody's either like, if you're not getting a Wilcox Raid, just get a fucking LS321 or the LE321, which is the better looking titanium version, a little bit lighter, lower profile, whatever. But yeah, old ACH style, Mitch style helmet. And that's, you know, that's even older school. So you don't have pre-drilled mounts for night vision. I would not recommend going and fucking drilling them. But you can do the little ratchet shit and the little clip-on shit. Like this, this Surefire light came with the mount. It goes underneath the side of the helmet and like clips onto it like that. And it's like set screwed in almost to the fucking, but it's made for like an old school helmet like that. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Couldn't you just use the Flex Seal paint and put it directly on the OSB, dude? I don't think so. T-Rex Arms loot bag is made with Cordura. It's very durable. What the fuck's the loot bag? Is that the drop pouch? Tactical Scales, AGG. When are you coming down to do some real training? Oh, Terribly Tactical. You could come too, I guess. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. What's the loot bag, dude? What am I missing, dude? I've never even heard of this loot bag. You got a yoke pack, though? Is that what he was saying? He's got a yoke?
They said loot bag. So I don't know.
Interesting, dude. Maybe it's a discontinued prod. But yeah, fucking the loot bag was an email exclusive.
Oh,
What kind of bag is it? I'm on the email, dude. I didn't fucking see an email, dude.
Check your emails.
I don't. I get way too many of them. My old avatar was Josie Wales holding 2 rifles with white flags. I'm Missouri as fuck. Missouri. Go to their site and put in your email. No, I'm already on the email list by all means. I'm definitely. Yotes are the way to go with the helmet. Constitutional Carb says. That's what I was thinking, dude. I was thinking it's made specifically for it. And it's a good size. It's not too big, which means I'm only going to be able to have room to bring the essentials, which is a good thing because I myself have a tendency to fucking put everything in the kitchen sink in that motherfucker. But then you got to realize you got to carry that shit. And yeah, it might be nice to have XYZ, but do you really need it? No. But I want to have it because I don't expect the other shit to work properly when I need it to. So I want to have backups. I want to have sometimes a couple little niceties, can go a long way. But yeah, it's a good size. I want to definitely get the gray one, but I'd also have to get the Ranger green one, which I might as well get a couple of them because I have a couple helmets. So, but, one for an urban environment, one for out in the woods or whatever. But yeah,
get a bag for each helm.
Well, I mean, preferably, but I mean, $200 a pop plus how much is the fucking helmet? I mean, thank God this was mostly free. I paid for the T-Rex Arms battery pack, the T-Rex Arms IR, and the fucking Princeton Tech, which I also bought for T-Rex Arms. Everything else is free. This was $200. This was $500. This I got from Johnny for $50, brand new in the box, but I think they sell for $200 plus. Yeah. Paid for this, and then the mount and everything else. Although I did pay for the mount on that, so $250. But still, that's not normal. This would normally be $1,000, $250, $220. So plus all the little extras. The light's $70. So it adds up. It definitely adds up. It's nice. Can you get it done with one helmet, several different mounts, several different units, and one backpack? Of course. But I also prepare not only for myself, but for others. And that's not to say that others should not be prepared for themselves because you definitely need to be. But you should for sure, realize that there might be some people that you want to take care of, or that if I can hand 3 dudes some night vision or some thermal, and now they're that much more capable in a fight defending me, my loved ones, my property, whatever it may be, that investment is worth it alone, in my opinion. So, it goes along. Not everybody's got $1 million to spend on the shit, and neither the fuck do I. But I try and make it happen because I do see the utility in it. It's just also fun as fuck to go walk around in the woods in the dark with this shit. And except all y'all motherfuckers afraid of a night hike. But yeah,
never afraid of the night
scared,
hike.
Bro. Fucking trembling about it.
That it was fucking 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's the best time to go on a night hike, dude.
I'm trying to go to bed.
Yeah, but that's when all the creepy stuff is out.
I'm not trying to be awake.
You don't want to see a Sam Squanch, dude.
2 in the afternoon.
So what? I thought you were on vacation just relaxing. You might as well have been sleeping, sitting there in a fucking hammock in the chair all day. Click on the little lighty poos, though. Fucking $70, dude. The Princeton Tech WML or MPLS or whatever the fuck. It's pretty cool, dude. They got a few options. And it comes with 1 million mounting accessories, bro. You can mount that bitch to anything. To anything, dude. So click on the thing with all the mounts, dude. So literally comes with each and every one of those. So no matter what the fuck you want to bolt this thing to, there's a solution. And it's nice. It's nice for $70.
Carbs calling you out, saying TT trying to see that Windusy.
Dude, listen. If it's out there to be seen, bro, you ain't gonna see it unless you got the aid. You need aided vision for the Windus, dude. But yeah, the fucking gall dang, dude. Why is you jackass retracting messages, dude?
It's a great question.
What are you, a puss, dude? I can put the image in the Discord.
See what he said anyways.
What?
Because it's right there. Why about Biden calling up I.S.R.A today? The time might be coming sooner than later.
Yeah, let's go. Why are you retracting messages, puss? You fucking puss, dude. He retyped it.
Yeah, he did.
Or maybe that wasn't even the first mess, dude. But yeah, it's cool, dude. For what it is, it's all you need. And it was the next step would be the Streamlight. And the Streamlight one, Doesn't even have fucking, what the fuck is that? Damn, son. That shit's all redacted as fuck. It's redacted as fuck.
Redacted as a motherfucker.
I like it, though.
That's probably the loot bag.
I appreciate that they do this. The time it took to fucking lay everything out for a perfect picture and then cover it. You know, like, well, I guess the people on the thing get to see it, but still the fucking, you know. But yeah, it's probably like the loot bag. So it's probably like a fucking, like those SOE pull cord bags that we got. The little simple, like old school little knapsack things that you cinch cord tight. It's probably like one of those.
I signed up for the fucking shit.
Haha.
There we go.
We're out here looting, dude.
Looting and scooting, bro.
We are, dude. That's exactly what it was. That's cool, though. I'd rock it. That one's sick. I like that.
Should I buy the loot? Yes. $75.
How many bucks?
75.
That's whatever. I mean, it is a loot bag indeed.
It is.
And it's made out of real cordures, I'm sure. And fucking, it's limited to dish. Only people. There's how many people fucking own those things? That's actually kind of with the AOR1. I think it is AOR1. Yeah, AOR1 with the orange, bro. That's kind of drippy. That is kind of drippy. And it's a signaling device when you flip it inside out, dude. They've thought of everything. And the high-vis color. Now they just need toxic on that multicam black one, and then you'd be good to go, because then it just looks like you're like a hip person, dude. Like it's drip, bro. It's just part of the apparel.
That's all it is, bro.
And then you can have an MP5 in that bitch. Nobody would know the whys. You know? I got the Ranger green one. It's so cool. Why would you not get multicam black, dude? Or is that the Ranger green one?
That is the Ranger green.
Oh, sick. Well, it's got multicam black in it. No, that's definitely the Strat, dude. Definitely the Strat. Is that what you bring to ski on your little bicicleta, dude? When you ride your little bicicleta to ski?
First one shot, I have one like that, but it's made of cotton and that disintegrates in the rain.
Sick.
I got the fucking SOE sling bag.
So do I. Well, it's like that. It's a pull or whatever. I don't even know what you call it.
Well, they call it a sling bag.
It's not a sling bag,
That's
though.
what they call it.
A sling is like a one-strap apparatus side.
Yes, but that's what they call it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Did you see the fucking thing about...
Mine's currently the bed of my truck holding chains, my SOE one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It deserves nothing less. Or nothing more.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure it'll hold up forever, which is, I mean, the nice thing. Like, they do build and overbuild the shit. But it's also, like, it's not...
It's in my truck holding chains right now.
Right. But at the same time, like, 1992 called, they want their designs back, you know?
Yeah.
And then when you do improve or make new designs, don't steal it from other people.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, what? No.
T-Rex arms, never heard of.
Never heard of them.
45 minutes up the road? I didn't
way
even know.
More fucking
Who would've known?
successful.
Who's that guy?
Right.
Yeah, see? Anyway, this sling bag is incredibly sturdy and well built. Yeah, it's a sling bag. That's what it's called.
I guess, dude. But any bag is a sling bag at that point, because do you not just sling a bag over your shoulder?
I don't know.
So how...
But it's called a sling bag.
Black multicam only works after California has a good burn. Black multicam black, first of all, works excellently in the darkness.
It also works excellently as a seat cover for your truck.
Yeah, it does. And it's just cute.
They ain't seen that yet.
And no, they haven't, dude. You gotta do. You're slacking on the content, dude. I don't know what the fuck you do all day. And then the fucking
you do an update on the success of the fishing rod holder as well.
You do indeed. We should actually live record you speeding illegally down the highway with the fishing poles. Right.
Yeah.
On a Tuesday.
Did you read the description for the sling bag, though?
No.
It says, no one actually asked for an overbuilt made in USA 500D IR reducing Cordura sling bag with a built-in signaling panel, a hydration blinder strap, and a heavy-duty mesh pocket. Weird flex if you ask me. Here I'm writing a product description for one.
Yeah.
I could have called it N Multicam, but this is a family show. and Gianni ain't here. So
Right.
It's fucking,
Right.
it's against
It
the
would be
rules.
lost. It would be lost on all of us
Yeah.
because we're all birds of a feather flock together or whatever. You know? But yeah, dude, that is kind of sick though. Now I'm gonna have to go fucking punch in my EAM and fucking make another ord. Is it limited to Dish? Are they only doing so many, or is it
I don't
fucking?
know. It's probably like early release for people who sign up the email. They're probably going to actually keep it going.
I don't know, man. They're pretty serious about getting you on that email thing. It might be email motherfuckers only, dude.
Maybe. Please note, loot not included. It must be looted separately.
What does it say?
Please note, loot not included. Must be looted separately.
Sick.
They've been playing
Enticing
Tarkov.
crimes.
It's
Yeah,
fucking-
no, he does play Tarkov. I have Molly 2 sustainment, pouch and UCP, which is basically the same bag. It's a good bags like that. They pack down to nothing.
Yeah.
You could pack that inside of your other pack. And then if you need an extra pack or
It's
you
like
need to
that
stow some
Kanai
stuff or
bag
whatever.
that I got in
Yeah.
the truck.
Yeah, same thing. I got one of them.
Stays in the truck. You got it
Fucking
right underneath the back seat.
Whatever, dude. If I got to fucking pull it out and stuff some shit in it and
Yep.
fucking make my way, then I got something. And I have something that in theory is going to be the Kanai stuff. It's made in China, but it's supposed to be pretty solid stuff. Fucking even Garantham fucking
the one
uses the
Kanai
shit.
bag is an EDC for a few months.
Yeah.
It wasn't a problem. Then I got the SOE.
Yeah.
So
And something like that, whatever fucking, because what is the SOE one cost? And it doesn't even have all those features.
$250.
For that?
Oh no, not for that. No, it's like $50-$75.
Okay, but it still doesn't have any of the features. It's literally just an open hole with paracord. They don't even sell it anymore, dude. That's my view of Smith & Wesson knives, dude. Scales loves Smith & Wesson knives, dude. He's a Smith & Wesson knife carrying son of a dick.
String backpacks with their
Yeah.
$60.
$60. Now that you could have it whatever fucking pattern you want, but there's no padding. There's no interior tie downs or straps for a bladder. There's no internal blaze orange sewn in fucking signaling fabric. There's no. I mean, I'm sure it's real Cordura, so it's going to be mil spec IR compliant for whatever. But I don't know, man. I feel like you're getting robbed for that. Unless you just have to have it custom. But realistically, this is my thing too with the SOE people. And I for the longest time was an SOE person and still am. But I feel like they've lost themselves a little bit throughout the years. I feel like they've lost the essence of who they were as a company.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's more lifestyle shit than it is warfighter shit.
Yeah.
And that's what they built themselves off
seen
of.
a lot more people on the back page rocking fucking purple.
That's what I'm saying,
blue
dude. That's
gear
exactly
than
where I was
anything
getting
the
with
fuck
it. Is
else.
nobody? Everybody's got custom fucking Typhon fucking Arctic with fucking orange camo fucking thread and whatever the fuck, and that's all well and good for the drip, for your hanging out, and a lot of these people still carry fucking guns and equipment shit in them, but you're not. That's not equipment you could. Theoretically, you could use it, but if we're marching through the fucking woods and you got fucking purple and orange and white, and we're all fucking face painted and fucking full multicam or Ranger or whatever the fuck, it's like, dude, go stand the fuck over there, bro. Get the fuck away from me. So it's just like all these people, they invest so much money in these things because they're inside of the cult,
lifestyle gear, bro. It's even labeled as lifestyle.
I know. I don't know, man. They're merching out, I feel like, bro.
See their UV5R radio kits?
I have not.
That they also did a collaboration with Wrangler Star.
Oh.
And made bags, pouches.
Oh, because they're reviewing them on Amazon?
Radio
they're
kits.
doing Amazon collaborations on? My camo is to look like Dad McDad face. Dude, he's got the fucking jorts, the freshly stained fucking Air Monarchs or the New Balances, and like a mustard stained Old Navy shirt with the flag on it, dude. And yeah, nobody would look twice at him. Nobody would look twice. Even if you were just walking around aimlessly in the woods, dude, I'd be like, yeah.
You know what?
He's just going for a stroll.
I was going to buy a pair of the fucking white New Balances.
I would never talk to you again.
Just for in the hospital while Charlotte was being born.
That would be hilarious. They're probably super comfortable.
I was trying to find them. I couldn't find them in my size anywhere.
What's that? Jorts or the fucking
New Balance? I could find jorts, no problem, in my size, I'm sure. But anyone that sells jorts is obviously selling them in my size.
Right.
Like,
That's facts.
Who else? What
That's
other man
facts.
is wearing jorts in my size?
That might be the truest thing you've ever said. Come to think of it.
But I couldn't find anything in a fucking size 13 for the fucking white New Balances. You know? We're nowhere to be found. So I just gave up on the whole thing. So I was going to.
Could have substituted for the Nike Air Monarchs.
I was going to. I'm not buying Nike.
I feel you, but New Balance probably fucking cucks to them too.
Probably, but they didn't do it openly at least. But I was going to buy the fucking white New Balance, the jorts, get a white polo, have it tucked in with the leather belt and everything, dude.
With the floppy side hanging out. You can't even tuck it. It's way longer than it
when
needs
you
to
bend
be.
down, it opens up in the back. It comes out anyways.
Right.
So it's but the buckle and everything, holds it in and in front. So
and that's all you need.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
That's all you need.
I was going,
and then you have to
every time you said, "Oh,"
right,
you got to
the
shoulder option.
Right, dude. I do that shit now.
Been doing it for years because it actually hurts.
I rock the Adidas from Last Bond, but very, very close. TT. I wear short powder blue, short gray boat shorts, dude. What? I wear short powder
blue or gray.
I got stuck on the short powder. I'm like, dude, you better go back and get a full bag, especially for the money they're charging these days. But
you would know.
No, I wouldn't, dude. I might smoke a little ganj back in the day, dude. But I don't fucking mess with that booger sugar, son.
You got stashed away for the boog.
Listen, I know a guy. We got fuck the cocaine. We got blue Nazi meth, my dude. So we're going all in.
Oh man.
4-inch inseam gents. Yeah, dude, and they're pleated. Yeah, they've got to be pleated, bro, and pressed and ironed too.
I couldn't. If I wore shorts any shorter than what I wear now, the world would go blind from the reflection off my white ass fucking legs.
Well, I mean, you should work on that. I have much the same problem.
Do you expect me to go out and fucking tan in the backyard, bro?
It's a pretty hidden backyard. You wouldn't disturb the neighbors.
Except for the neighbors directly behind, looking over the.
They would be.
That's exactly.
Do one of these, and
yeah, exactly.
But and then maybe they would never look over here again.
PBS 14 and shit. That's fucking how bright.
Constitutional Carp doesn't have the quads for that, dude. He's no James Reeves, he says. Speaking of which, dude, did you fucking see all these fucking Fanoiks with their socialist armory echelon or whatever the fuck queer
I've
shit?
seen a bunch of people posting about
There's
it.
87 people fucking posting videos on the same day. And I know it's a media marketing bullshit thing, but imagine, dude. Imagine that if I ever do any fucking review on any fucking Springfield Armory product that wasn't made in fucking World War II or earlier, fucking I don't even unsub, dude. Do more than that. Come whoop my ass. But
taking that fucking
the audacity, bro, of these people.
Yeah.
It's like the first pistol that they were finally like, hey, you know what? There might be something to this Glock shit. And it looks like the slide looks like a fucking Gucci Glock.
Yep.
And then it's got a weird fucking large Hellcat looking lower. And everybody's ranting. It's Shill Double Lot.
Yeah.
AKA Such Double Lot. Somebody made a clip of his review saying he's got 200 rounds through it, and this is a battle pistol. This is a go to war ready. You have the fucking best fucking pistol you can buy. I don't even know how much they sell for, but the fact that the fucking It's made in Croatia, motherfuckers. What the fuck has the Croatian military ever done? First of all. Second of all, it's people think that it's made in America.
Yeah.
And buy it because they think it's made in America. But this is how stupid and illiterate these fucks are that they don't even fucking look at their own gun. They're not handling their gun, inspecting their gun, cleaning their gun enough to see the fucking part on the side of it where it says blatantly made in Croatia.
Yeah.
But their fucking uncle who's a cop told them it's the best thing in the world and make sure you get a 40 cal or whatever fucking queer shit. Like, what the fuck, people? God, Springfield Armory owners are the worst, dude. They really are the worst because they pay more money for a shit product. For a shit product. And then, like, they're just goof troops, bro. They're the goofiest people. People that come into the gun shop looking for Springfield anything. They're just fucking goofs, dude. I don't believe you. That does check out. What? I don't drink, but I'm a bet at Jerry's Chocoholic, dude. Surprise Springfield Armory doesn't sponsor the Pride Parade, dude. They probably do, bro. They're the fucking lead float. But yeah, all I fucking saw on my fucking shit, and I get it, because like I subscribe to a lot of those industry type of motherfuckers because they do have everything of the latest and greatest that's just coming out. So it's more of a news media information avenue thing. I'm not really watching them for their content. I mean, I guess I am, but like not because I like their content or I like them or I think they're legit people. It's because they always have the newest shit, and I like to try and stay up on the newest shit. But even though I've been really, really disappointed with all the newest shit in the fucking gun culture lately, and I guess that's more gun community, but like, or gun industry, but like, who the fuck Smith & Wesson comes out with a 22 mag? Stop copying Kel-Tec's homework, dude. Stop, bro. Stop, dude. You can't even say, oh, well, this is made in America. They're both made in America. I'd rather have the Kel-Tec. Leave it alone. You know, like, 30-round 22 Magnum. Oh, let's make a 30-round 22 Magnum. Oh, bullpup shotgun held together by screws. Let's make one of those. I don't know how Kel-Tec is not suing the absolute fuck out of Smith & Wesson with all of their blatant ripoffs of their prods lately, dude. It fucking bothers me, dude. It bothers me because now you're taking a company that has so much history and verifiably, justifiably so. They've got skin in the game, but they lose nothing but my respect for any of the shit that they've come out with in the past. I don't know. A lot of years. Like M&Ps are fine. I don't like them, really. The shields are fine, but I don't really like the full-size M&Ps, but it's a good gun. It's not my taste, but it's a good gun. You wouldn't be undergunned with one. No. The ARs are fine. They're basic and more money than they should be because it says Smith & Wesson on the side of it, but they run. And I've put them through their paces. They run. I've got no qualms with it. It's a good gun. They're wheel guns, even with the sacrilegious Hillary hole and all that. And they have a lot more quality control issues than they once did. And they're not, as hand fit and hand polished and fucking proper, like I've seen performance center guns come with cannon barrels. Yep. So, but it could happen to anyone, whatever. But you would think spending $1,500 on a gun, whatever, that it's right. Yeah. But then it's still not. So then you got to go spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and then it's probably fine. But diminishing returns at some point. But either way, I mean, it's just exactly constitutional carpenter. M&Ps are fine, but you could just buy a Glock because that's where I'm at. Because I don't think that M&Ps are anything more exceptional than a Glock. I think they're probably, and maybe not even completely, but compared to Garand Thumb's ice test, more reliable because the M&P actually fired when it was frozen and the Glock hung up a little bit or whatever. But that being said, he also was using a Gucci Glock, which wasn't factory, and so I think it was a bias test. But nonetheless, there's more aftermarket support for a Glock. It does have a longer track record of proven reliability. Far more testing. It's neither of them are good-looking guns, in my opinion. If anything, I think the Glock looks better than the M&P. I think the M&P, there's too much going on.
You know, that's one thing. I never did think that Glocks were a bad-looking gun.
No, I don't think they're a bad-looking gun.
A lot of
I
people
think
say
they're
they're
just
ugly and fucking whatever.
It's just very plain and blocky. It looks like you made it in Minecraft, but the beauty is in the essence of that it's a tool.
Yep.
It's a very durable, reliable, well-functioning tool, and it's nothing it doesn't need to be. It's unforgivingly nothing it needs. It doesn't need to be.
It's very fucking simple.
And that is beautiful to me because I appreciate function over form. That being said, if I can get both, Wilson Combat,
take a 1911
STI,
to the range and take a Glock to the range, go home and clean them. Which one was easier? You know.
Well, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't clean them both. I still have fucking that Wilson Combat ACP I've yet to clean. I've never cleaned it. There's almost 3,000 rounds through it at this point. Never cleaned it. I oil it, but I've never fucking cleaned that gun. So, I mean, my Staccato or STI, same difference. I mean, I've cleaned it a couple times, but not like I should have in 10,000 plus rounds. And I've never changed the spring on that bitch. So, I mean, and it's still dirty as fuck. It's still dirty as fuck. So, and it runs. It's yet to give me a problem. If it gives me a problem, then I'll fucking clean it. I'll change the spring, whatever. Yeah. But, you know, but still, the fucking, those are a lot more expensive guns when you can get a Glock. You can go fucking buy a used Glock, dude. Yeah. It's a duty gun. It's a carry gun. It's a whatever. Who cares if it's a little scratched? Who cares if it's a little fucking old? Who cares if it's the night sights are dead? You still get steel sights. Even if, I mean, who cares, dude?
Either way, if you're buying a used, the night sights are dead. You buy new night sights. You would have bought it for a new one.
Not even, dude. I'd be fine with the fuck. Because the second you turn a white light on the gun, you don't really see the glow anyway, and you're going off the fucking image of the blacked out image of the sights anyway. So fuck. At least they're metal. They're not going to break. There's nothing else you need. You know, if you're running a white light, and if you're not running a white light, then yeah, maybe put some night sights on the gun. But either way, you should still have a handheld white light. It'll do the same thing. But
if you're not running that, then you're wrong.
Yeah. So I get goosebumps when TT sings Glock's praises, dude. I'm just saying, I don't even like him like that, dude. I like him like that.
Again?
What?
Do we need to pull up the pic again?
Get the fuck out of here, dude. I know you got that. I'm surprised it's not your screensaver. The fucking.
I want to look at you that much.
I mean, you're saving what, $25? You'll pay more in aftermarket stuff in the long run. 100%. I paid $320 out the door for my M&P 9C 4-inch optics ready clearance and rebate. I mean, that is the thing because Springfield, or not Springfield, but they're like Springfield in the way. Smith & Wesson is like Springfield in a way that they're always doing rebates. They're always doing sales. There was a point in time where you could get
22s.
Yeah, dude, and it's awesome.
Great deal.
It was awesome. That's probably one of the best things that they've ever fucking. I mean, yet again,
they were
copying, right? Dude, like, why are you stealing everyone else's prods, dude?
But they did that 1022 better, in my opinion.
I don't know if it was better because it's almost identical. I think you just get more features for less money.
At that price point, comparably.
Yeah, it was threaded, fiber optic, ghost ring, milled into the receiver pick rail.
Yep.
Not some bolt-on shit. Magpul stock.
Yep.
With M-lock.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it.
And if you use their proprietary magazines, bolt hold open, bolt hold
which
open.
of that? Who cares? But if anything, I don't like that because a Ruger 1022, a lot of people don't realize a Ruger 1022 is an excellent AK trainer. If you run BX25s.
Until you're rocking AKs with fucking last round bolt hold open mags.
Yeah, but still, it doesn't matter because when you drop the mag, the bolt goes for it anyway. So you still get the same. I never understood that. I never fucking understood the idea of fucking because, I mean, depending on the AK, of course, but if you have an overseas produced AK and you get a click and not a bang, it's empty. Yeah. You know, it's not, but there's not a problem.
With a bolt hold open, just like when you're shooting an AR, you can feel that different recoil impulse when it doesn't slam back.
Still, you save a millisecond maybe at best, whatever.
Who knows, man?
I don't know.
All I know is I don't think I'd be running last round bolt hold open mags in an AK anyways. So.
No. I mean, I have some. Some of them are. The Croatian ones, I think, are. Some of the Korean ones are. I guess those fucking Fakeolite ones that I was running are. Yeah. But I think those are Korean.
Yeah.
And then I didn't want to bust out the real Bakelites just for no reason, dude. Fucking, they're like $200 now, and I only got a few of them. I got a couple for the 74, and I got like 3 or 4 for the 47.
Yeah,
and like I've got so many mags that are viable for fighting with that I mean, those are probably the best ones. I'd grab them regardless, but if I don't have to.
Bolt hold open is only as concern for city people that deal with range safety Nazis.
Even then, you could just pull the bolt back and drop a flag in.
Yeah. But could you imagine if
Or
there
get
were
the
any
safety.
range safety Nazis at the range at camp?
There's no. Well, first of all, I was perfectly safe in everything that I did.
It was just first off the fucking ATV downrange.
Nobody shot it.
No, amazingly.
Well, I think our group, again, we talked about this. I think our group was okay.
But also we'd have people standing here loading mags while somebody's right here fucking shooting, and they fucking move out as soon as they hear the firing stops and walk out and fucking. There was no firing line at any point in time.
That's situational awareness.
It's just nobody got shot. So
nobody got shot, and if they did, we had the medical supplies to save them.
That's true.
So,
but we brought extra medical supplies just in case. We brought the fucking splints and everything, fucking packed up.
I use lack of BHO to cut cigar tips. What? In the arms of an angel.
So he just slams the fucking bolt on the AK to cut his cigars.
That's metal. Artism is our strength.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it is our strength, dude.
That's
the only thing we're strong in. Not the force.
So I picked up that ATV
on
top of that fucking dune.
Right. He got up it a couple times. I don't know what happened. He must have been pussyfooting it because he was scared.
He just let off the fucking throttle. I just find it hilarious that he had a fucking winch tied up when I got up there, and he still couldn't get it up with the winch.
He had it fucking tied up?
He had a winch tied up. He was pulling with the winch, and he couldn't get it up with the fucking winch. And I told him I don't know that fucking winch, and I just picked it up and pushed it over the fucking... Like, the hell are you doing, man?
Like, too busy stealing my pocket knife, apparently. Like, what the fuck, dude? Lucky I don't shoot your ass. They would have never found you. But yeah,
some of it had to deal with Caroline, though.
Right? She would understand. She seems like an understanding person.
That's true. That's true. Now the bear got him.
Yeah, right.
Dragged him off. Couldn't find him.
I wasn't around at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't have my gun. In fact, I lost it, which is why I don't have it now.
Yeah, it's not. Throw some sand over the top of it. You lost it.
Right. Somebody might find it then if you do that.
Yeah.
What? The sand. Gall dang kids these days. Thought it was a come up, he said.
Yeah. Would have been helpful to know that there were other people around, though, too, and they just showed up on the 4-wheel. Because I'm just sitting there like, who the fuck?
Well, I mean, anybody could roll up at any time.
Anybody at any time.
Did they really look like that much of a threat?
No, not at all. But
no offense, Austin, if you're watching.
You're riding backwards on the back of the fucking ATV.
Right, which I guess is better than riding bitch.
He's still riding bitch, though.
Yeah, but
it's like... Just, if anything, that is more of a bitch.
No, because it's more of a nonchalant and dangerous scenario, in theory.
That's just more of a bitchy bitch, dude.
I don't know, dude.
Because at that point, you're letting us all know that your whole thought on riding the back of that 4-wheeler is you can't look like a bitch. So you're that much of a bitch to where you're going to ride bitch. Then you're also going to bitch out and letting everybody see you riding bitch. Because you're worried about the look. You know? Like, that's... Nah, dude. Just fucking own it.
AutoZone girl didn't even get on. She was just cruising around on her own the whole time.
Exactly.
Shit. Maybe I wanted to ride bitch. Like, it was fucking, I feel left out now.
On that 125.
Yeah.
I would have been able to catch up to y'all asses then.
Thoughts on straight wall carts for use in Illinois, dude? Well, I think it's cool that fucking finally you could hunt with something more than a 12 gauge.
Yeah.
Which for the longest time, because of the flat lands, okay, the lands are so, whatever, okay, fine. We don't have any fucking mountainous areas.
There's still hills.
And I get it. But by having laws like that, it basically nullifies the 4 rules of gun safety, which should apply always, no matter what, no matter where you are or what you're doing. So Because if there's an idiot behind the gun that's taking a dangerous or risky shot, or doesn't know his backstop and what's beyond it, or his target and what's beyond it, or his backstop, or fucking he has no idea, or he's this close to a dwelling, or whatever the fuck it is, you could still launch a fucking shotgun slug, depending on the angle of trajectory, fucking far enough to fucking zip somebody in a neighborhood outside of the woods.
Far enough where you ain't seeing where the fuck it's landing.
Right.
You know?
So it's almost a moot point. And so I do appreciate that straight wall cartridges are now allowed in Illinois, but at the same time, they limit it to a single shot if you're doing that, unless you're using a handgun.
Yeah.
But so everybody's getting single shot bolt guns or single shot break action Henrys, which are actually kind of nice rifles for what they are. They're like $400 or $500, and you can mount a scope to it. You know, it's basically like an H&R Slugster break action single shot shotgun with a rifle barrel that you shoot sabots out of, which are really popular. Actually, really, really nice guns.
Yeah.
They don't make them anymore. H&R's out of business now, but where they got bought out by someone else, it's not the same. But very affordable guns too. But the fucking, you can get those and you can get little bolt guns and shit, but it's got to be a single shot. In theory, you could make a single shot AR that's compliant with the hunting laws per the book.
Yeah.
But when the fucking DNR rolls up on you in the blind, they're going to give you a hard time, I would assume. But yeah, I think it's cool. 350 Legend is a cool cartridge. You know, you could use all types of shit. Fucking 4570. Fucking, there's a whole list. I don't know if we could pull it up, but there's a pretty good, like, it's extensive. Yeah. There's a lot of calibers on there that, like, you've probably never even heard of that are now legal to hunt game with in Illinois. Which, again, it's cool. It's giving more people more options. Certain people, women, the elderly, whatever. Maybe they can't fucking handle a 12 gauge bucking them around like that, or even a 20 or whatever it is, right? And so to have, you know, a single shot rifle or any rifle, you know, it sucks that it's got to be single shot, but whatever. Yeah. You know, maybe that's less recoil to them. They can be more effective with it, get a more ethical kill, whatever it is. So I'm all in favor of it. I think you should be able to hunt with whatever the fuck you want. And I think it should be left up to the person, which I get to an extent because I deal with a lot of these motherfuckers. And if you leave it to the person, sometimes people are stupid, right? But at the same time, there shouldn't be a law in place other than the one that punishes them for their stupidity. Yeah. Because I'm not stupid, and if I want to hunt a deer with a 30-06 in Illinois, I never once would take a shot, even if it was the biggest buck I've seen in the world, even on National Geographic, my dude. Yeah. I'm not going to fucking take that shot if it's unethical or if it's going to put other people in danger or I don't have a clear backstop or whatever the fuck. So it wouldn't be an issue for people like me, people like you, people like I'm sure the people out there watching, except for First One Shot. He might just let one fly. Who knows? But he's hunting squirrels with a fucking 270 at the school playground during recess. That's how these laws get in there. But yeah, it's just
the way I see it is like I've always been told at least the reason that it's shotguns only is the same reason you had crossbows were banned for most people, is that it's about the sportsmanship, that it's too easy to take out a deer in Illinois with a rifle. And it's more difficult with a shotgun. And therefore, they don't want everybody to be able to fucking kill whatever deer they want with a fucking rifle. But at that point, you're getting tags. You're paying for it. They have a set number of tags they can sell. So they want this deer dead. Right. Why does it matter how the fuck I kill it then? Right.
But also, to add to that point, not only are there a certain amount of tags that they sell, there's more deer that could have tags sold for them that do not, that then create, that's why you see them dead on the side of the highway. That's why you see fucking people are wrecking shit. That's why they're in your backyard eating off your apple tree. That's why it's a lot of shit. Like we have, much like Wisconsin and every other fucking, we have an overpopulace of deer.
On the way back from Mish, I saw 4 deer dead on the side of the highway. Yeah. On the way back.
Yeah. Which is sketchy though, going through some of them roads, especially at nighttime.
Yeah.
And we were seeing everything on the way there, and you were behind us, so you just went off the brake lights. But like there was some shit running across the road.
Yeah.
And some of it, I don't even know if it was human or not human.
I mean,
like,
I know. I hope it's
earthly,
not human.
Just earthly, I would say.
Yeah.
CWD, yeah, dude.
Yep.
So I mean, there's all types of shit. Like it is people on all of the fucking PETA and shit, and everybody up in arms. But it literally is conservation. Because would you rather have them starve to death and then die, and then maybe a Yodi, pack of Yodis, a wolf, or something gets to it. But what if they don't? That's just rotted meat for no reason. Fucking leave them shits on the side of the highway, most people. If I hit a fucking deer, dude,
I'm taking that shit home.
And that night we're having fucking back straps.
I'm calling some people up and fucking we're cooking.
We got the Punisher in the house. What's going on, man? So, I mean,
one day we were sitting here fucking drinking. Right. Somebody said there's a fucking deer a couple miles down the road. Somebody had hit and left on the side of the road, was dying. I'm like, hey, you want to go fucking pick that bitch up? We'll fucking put her out its miz, just.
If we were sobs,
that was the problem. Because somebody had already called the cops and they were on their way. So, like, us pulling up.
It's the last thing we need. Us pulling up, looking like ourselves, stealing roadkill.
I have that. Okay. Yeah, but we were about to, though.
Yeah, I did that. I would have walked.
Surprisingly enough, you were the voice of reason that night because I was about to.
Sometimes I have to be.
It's just it was a weird.
Sometimes I allow you to be. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
Because I'm always up here.
Yeah.
Always.
So the roles were reversed that night.
No, I make good decisions.
Let's fucking do it.
I make good decisions.
Let's go fill my freezer up. Let's go.
Look, he's thinking about the meat, dude. Always, dude. Fuck, it's like he works for Arby's. Punisher says, "Nice Smith, dude. I appreciate that. I fucking love that thing. Sick. You been drinking tonight, dude? What's in that water, bro? What's in that water, dog?
Dude, it's hemp. That's why it fell over so easy.
But yeah, dude, the TRR8, more content coming soon on all that shit. I fucking love it, dude. Shout out to Viridian for the dot. It definitely blooms, and it's definitely not nearly as crisp as a Hollow Sun, and definitely not as a Triticon, but for free, it's awesome. But also, again, I still don't know what the fuck they sell for because I never looked it up. But the fucking, if it's like $200 or less all day, I would say it's legit because I didn't even Loctite it, and that bitch has not moved an inch, and it's held zero, and I zeroed it relatively quickly in the grand scheme of things after fucking with it.
All the pop-ups.
Got hella pop-ups, dude.
What is yours?
It's the RFX 11, so it's a micro compact. It's meant for like a Shield Plus or like a $189, dude, all day long. I'm not mad at it for that. Because that means, and that's off their website. So that means if you were to buy it through us, it would probably be $150 or whatever, which for that all day long, dude. It's a green dot. It's got a large window for a small sight. It comes with everything you need out of the box, including the pick rail mount, which means you can mount it to a TRR8 or a shotgun with a pick rail or a fucking AR with a riser or whatever. Or it'll direct bolt RMSC, pattern to a 43X or a Shield Plus or whatever, which means you don't have to use a plate. You don't have to get higher sights and this, that, and the third. So I'm not mad at it, dude. I'm really not. That being said, I mean, I've only had it for as long as I've had it and used it as much as I have, but it has not let me down yet, and I don't see any signs that it would. But we'll see after I pound a bunch more magnums through that gun and everything else. But because I love shooting that gun. That's a good shooting gun, dude. It just feels good for as big as it is. It's not that heavy, but it still has a solid enough weight, especially with the attachments on it, that like it just tames a full powerhouse magnum very easily. And you got 8 shots, and I don't feel undergunned with a 5-shot snub in my pocket or an 8-shot 1911 on my hip. And then I got matching capacity to one of my favorite semi-automatics, I think the greatest semi-automatic handgun ever devised, and it's a magnum caliber, which means I could put down a bear with it or a bad guy. So it's a cool gun. And I like wheel guns. And to be able to bring a wheel gun into more modern day scenarios and capacities makes it that much more viable. And yes, can you have fucking, 18 rounds in a Glock 9mm? Can you have fucking 16 rounds in a 10mm? Can you have fucking, whatever? Of course, I get it. Whatever. Let me have my nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? But the fucking, and there's really, I mean, realistically, if you have a proper fucking 357 Magnum, a Corbon, a double tap, a fucking Underwood, a something, that's a bullet, dude.
Yeah.
That's a bullet. So, and it's a 5-inch barrel, so you're getting full powder burn. Yeah. Like it's a viable thing. I was smacking steel. I was smacking steel with that gun at 60 yards, 50 yards in double action, shooting full power 357 Magnum. It was just range stuff, but it was Fiocchi and Federal 357 Magnum. And the Federals were actually soft points. It was more of a hunting load, which means it's probably loaded a little hotter. So, and it shoots. Fucking shoots, dude. If there was a Grizz chasing me down, dude, and I busted out that and fucking dumped the cylinder into it, it's going to leave me alone.
Yeah, at the very least.
It might leave me alone with one of them if I'm good enough. So, you know, I just got to, the hardest thing is going to be finding a holster for that bitch.
Dude, Raven concealment.
It's not going to, no. I'll have to get a separate little minimalist trigger guard fucking shit.
I got one of them, actually.
It's not going to work on that.
It might.
I got one of them too for the fucking 43X, that shit, but it ain't clipping onto no fucking TRR8.
I think mine's meant for an AR. It's meant to cover the trigger guard.
For what purpose?
I don't know. If you're worried your safety ain't enough when you got it slung.
When you're so safe. Super safe. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I carried my H&R 9-shot 22 the other day, full of hollow points, and felt good doing so. Love that old revolver. Listen, dude. I wouldn't fucking stand in front of a 22 short, let alone a fucking 22 long rifle, especially with any type of mini mag or fucking Stanger or Velociter.
You draw that bitch, all people are going to be seeing is steel coming out, and they ain't looking at the fucking barrel. Like,
but that is the one thing I do like on the fucking little 22 snub nose, the 22 Magnum snub I got. They fucking recess it, and then they have the fucking large opening at the end, so it looks like a full bore gun in the dark. You know, but I mean, still, dude, fucking try me.
It's like my BB guns over there, bro. You know, it's fucking.
But it's like, try me, dude. Fucking, even if you saw it was a fucking little tiny hole, dude, I'm gonna fucking hit you with it.
Yeah.
A couple times and in the right spot.
You ain't gonna like it, motherfucker.
But yeah, they're cool, dude. I fucking love wheel guns, man, because there's just something. I think it's because they're more involved, kind of like bolt guns and lever guns and pump guns. Mm-hmm. You're making it work. Yeah. You know, and there's more handling that you do with it. And so that kind of like soothes my fucking autism in a way where like I'm doing more with the gun, right?
There's
it's
no
not
soothing
just
your autism, motherfucker.
Right. Right. But it at least fidget spinners it for me for a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, a wheel gun, dude, especially an old school, like beautiful blued gun or like a nickel gun. You know, stainless is fine, but like that came later. I more so prefer a nice blued gun or a nice nickel gun, even though the nickel can be a little gaudy sometimes. But it comes from an era when like that was the norm. And if done right, it is beautiful. And it's a fragile finish, but it looks good. So, I mean, same thing with a blue, really. A blue will rust on you far quicker than a fucking Cerakote or a Melanite or a stainless or whatever.
I just need to get everything. Any gun that I will ever touch in my life needs to be Cerakoted.
Or fucking MP3 coated with that nickel boron shit. Like that one Glock I got.
Yeah.
You could swim in the ocean with that motherfucker. It doesn't matter.
It's like, I don't know what it is, bro. I got ginger sweat or something.
You do, because you don't have a soul, dude. You sacrificed one too many goats in the backyard.
Never sacrificed a goat, just a few rabbits.
Well, whatever. A few rabbits might equal one small goat. We don't know.
Maybe. Right. A lot of rabbits.
Right.
And if you add in the rats and mice and shit, it's too much.
And it's too late.
They would equate to many goats. All the quail, goddamn.
The quail.
Yeah, the quail, dude. That was interesting. The first time me and the boss ever gassed a fucking bin full of quail.
You gassed them, dude.
Yeah, dude. It was fucked up.
Where's Kyle when you need him?
Fucking for real.
Or the other one is even worse. Fucking old sitting in a corner looking angry ass motherfucker. He'd be all. He wouldn't, unless maybe if he wore a balaclava or something. Yeah. But it would also have to be it couldn't be live, and it would have to be heavily edited.
I feel like
it would look like that if you didn't sign up for the email.
The last podcast before I leave. So if it does, we go live.
Listen,
And if it does go, it goes. You
listen,
know?
but this has also
like,
got my name and reputation attached to
you'll wear a balaclava for it.
it. Me?
Yeah.
Right.
We'll all be wearing balaclavas.
Be hotter than a bitch in here.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Definitely gonna need some fucking 360-degree fan action.
Because if we had to edit out whatever the fuck he says, we would be recording for 6 hours to get a half hour of usable footage.
We do what we got to do.
Yeah.
We're doing it for the people.
Yeah. But we would just leave it in, just like the redacted page on here, just a white box through the parts that we cut out.
Right. Just
so it's still a 6 hour video. It's just
and then
exactly.
And so I said to him, that's like fucking. I don't know if you've watched. I mean, I don't really watch them, but I tuned in from time to time to fucking. I watched the Mr. Guns and Gear videos that Crowder's been doing to see what the fuck they were doing with that shit. And it's very fuddy cheesy.
It is entirely.
But
I watched a few of them.
It's a little cringe.
Yeah.
But the fucking, I only got through the one. I got through the one.
And like the biggest thing is like Steven is just fucking
going out of
everything. Just fucking pushing Mr. Guns and Gear out to the side and shit. Just like
acting as if he knows, even though off camera he just asked the motherfucker the answer or what to say to make himself. Hilarious. It's very, very scripted. And but yeah, it's but people
so fucking cringe.
Yeah, it very much so is. But so I had to watch that at least for a little bit. But like I also watched a couple of, I don't know, it was not long ago, but not like super recent, but like ever since they started like going to the Rumble thing, which I think is a thing primarily to drive the viewership to Rumble. But like they'll be talking about something, all of a sudden fucking elevator music for like 20 minutes.
And they'll have the fucking screen on there
that,
that says this content is not suitable for YouTube's algorithm. Or some shit. Check us out on Rumble. Fucking
like fuck. They've never once said anything half as bad as the majority of the shit that we say on any given live or pre-recorded podcast or any one of my actual YouTube videos.
And honestly, I hit one of those points in his videos. I just turned the shit off.
No, right.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I have a Rumble account, but I'm not gonna go watch it.
Go fuck yourself, then. Like, what the hell, bro? Just censor yourself. Like, come on.
Right. That's the thing. If you don't care about the monetization, if you don't care about whatever, and if they're gonna ban you, they're gonna ban you regardless. And if you're trying to be primarily on Rumble,
like 5 times, he gets away from it every time anyway. So what the fuck's
You just call up half Asian lawyer Bill Richmond, and then fucking get it done. Which I don't even know if he's still working with him because he hasn't been on the show. I don't even know if he's a real lawyer. And I don't know if you ever caught the fucking with Dave Landau and the shit. He exposed him, dude. And there was all that shit. And then he was fucking arguing with his wife on the Ring camera or whatever. And fucking just weird shit. So, like, I mean, he was never a dude.
When the shit came out about Mr. Guns and Gear was going to be doing videos with him and everybody's commenting on Mr. Guns and Gear's shit about you really going to fucking associate yourself with that man? You know? Because of all this shit with his wife and all that.
There's probably big money in it, though. Crowder's probably one of the biggest fucking in that realm of media. Like, there's obviously a lot of backing. He's built, and I don't want to take anything away from him because he's built as a creator quite a large influence. Due to his own merit. I do believe that the man works hard. He's got a good team behind him, and they do things right. They put a lot of effort into the shit that they do, and it shows. And I can appreciate that. But at the same time, dude, he's a fucking FUD buster, bro. He's not really about it, dude. You're talking about the same nonsensical back and forth revolving door bullshit of the fucking left and right fucking paradigm, dude. It fucking doesn't exist, dude. You're feeding into it. And then they have the balls and the audacity sometimes to act as if they're against that. And we're just making fun of it and whatever the fuck. But you're sucking yourself and everyone else that follows you into it because then now they still believe, like, to them, oh, election fraud, like, oh, they're rigging it. It's just a joke, dude. It's not just a fucking joke, my dude. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. But what I could say that I guess is good to an extent is that he does have such a large following, and that maybe the stupid little FUD bullshit does get more people into guns or thinking about it or whatever, dude. And so everybody needs a starting place. But if that's what you're starting with, though, and if that's what you think is the end all be all, and like this is what you need to go off of, like it's very, at best, it's remedial. Yeah. And so hopefully I would like to think that most people would learn and grow from that. But at the same time, I see the people that come. Like I
just wish he'd do more of the change my mind shit.
Right.
So he posting clips of the old ones and shit.
Right. Get your ass out there, bro. He's scared, dude. Yeah, dude. He's scared, bro. Somebody might change his mind. Yeah. There's too much Antifa activity going on, dude. He doesn't want to get out in the streets, dude. Antifa had a wanted poster for me once upon a time. It might still be out there. I don't know where it's at now. I found it on Twitter, or someone else found it on Twitter and sent it to me. Yeah. But there was a whole ass wanted poster, and they had a little bit of information, but not too much. But they fucking
not enough to find you, apparently.
Well, fucking even if they did, they probably know better. Yeah. But I'm not hard to find. I've never been hard to find. That's what fucking. That's the funniest thing about all of this is that I've never hid.
I mean, how many times have you doxed your workplace?
Just come and get me, dude.
Did whole ass live streams from inside of the workplace for the workplace.
Come and get me, dude. Where am I at, bro? You know where to find me. I keep looking at the camera and that cute little AT-AT. I forgot about that little motherfucker because most of the time the screen's out of whack and fucking blowing up over there. Oh, yeah. But it is pretty funny. What?
Knock on wood.
What?
This camera ain't cut out yet.
This is not even real wood.
It is real hardwood.
Bullshit, dude. That shit's soft in a mug.
But camera ain't cut out yet.
I know. Look at you with your new. So what did you got? New RAM? You got new RAM
So I got the new RAM, but I also got the new power supply.
Which do you think it was more? I think it was more so the power supply.
The power supply was the shutoff problem for sure, 100%.
What were the other issues you were having?
Well, the only other I was having issues before with the RAM, whereas the old RAM that I had, which I still got over there, wasn't compatible with the motherboard. It wasn't within the approved QVL, so like something with the software wasn't working out to where I couldn't utilize that RAM to its full capacity. I had almost underclock it, but really was running at the standard speeds and everything to get it to run properly. Otherwise, I'd have, if I did run it to its full capacity, I could use one stick to its full capacity.
Okay.
If I used both sticks of RAM to their full capacity, I would get no visual on the monitors whatsoever. No display output. It just would not boot. Though the computer itself, all the lights would turn on. It wouldn't show me any warning lights on the motherboard or anything like that. I just wouldn't get anything here.
That's where you're supposed to get stuff, I think.
Yeah. That's usually
primarily is right there.
On the displays for the computer should be displayed stuff. Right. Yeah. So that was fun that day that I fucking was dealing with that bullshit. Figured that out. But otherwise, it was the shutting off issue randomly.
You mean bullshit?
Bullshit.
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 BOOL.
Bull.
Shit.
Bull. Bull.
It's bullshit.
Bull.
I've been convinced it's bullshit.
I'm sure you haven't been convinced right now.
I'm just kidding.
Bullshit. Fuck. You're going to. She's going to get you one day. No. Yeah. She's going to catch you up in it. She's going to fucking.
I can't. But she, much like all y'all motherfuckers who are my childs, fucking talk about.
Oh, that's a little sus, bro.
We had this conversation before, but that's not what I mean. The fucking
sus, bro. Especially what's happening in that camper, bro.
Oh, please. Sleep.
Yeah.
Rest.
Yeah, sleep.
Renewal.
There's some sleeping going on.
We were sleeping,
sure.
dude. Yeah. We were sawing logs, dude. AutoZone girl was cutting some cheese too. I don't know. That's fucking.
We talking about it was the beans, you know.
The beans, dude.
Did you have some of the beans?
Beans and weens, weens with the beans, beans with the weens. Oh yeah.
The thing is, y'all weren't even there when he started the beans.
Yeah, what happened with the fucking? Where were we even at? We're on a ride or some shit.
I think so, something like that. But yeah, I think you two had went on a ride on your own with the dog.
I invited everybody. You guys were pooping on parts.
We were back at the camp, and fucking your dad decided, you know, if they got steaks to cook, we're gonna need some sides for them steaks. I think I'm gonna put those beans on anyways. And you put the beans on. And he came out and was talking about the beans for a good 5-10 minutes. And fucking went, oh shit, forgot about the beans. He was talking about the beans the whole time. Like they're gonna burn. He went inside and stirred the beans again. He came back out, yeah, they're not burnt. And more talking about the beans continuously. Fucking again.
He's proud of his beans, dude.
He really
And all he did was take some Bush's bake and pour some fucking Walmart grade salsa in that motherfucker. They were decent. There were some decent beans, dude. Yeah. I wasn't mad at the beans, but no. I think they were a little overhyped.
There were some decent beans though, but like the best part about it all though was the fact that he said, I can't forget about the beans, you know, I don't want them burnt on the bottom or everything, you know. And he continuously talked about the beans for like a solid 10-15 minutes straight, and then oh shit, forgot about the beans. Like, what? How did you forget about the beans? Of all
distracted
things,
in and of.
You got distracted by the beans so much you forgot about the beans. You know, so the fucking beans,
the peanut butter, dude.
The beans, dude. Oh, man.
Can't go wrong with a good set of beans, dude.
Can't.
From what they tell me. But yeah,
could use a little bit more seasoning on that steak, though.
What, dude? I fucking sat there and poured it out individually into a plate, and then fucking mushed it down on each side, dude. They were perfectly seasoned, bro. And then I even sprinkled more on while we fucking listen, dude. Just because you want your fucking steak, my shit was cooked good. Cooked well. It was not cooked well. It was cooked how I like it. My dad likes that shit like fucking jerky, which is disgusting to me. You're a medium rare looking motherfucker. Yeah. Which how? I
don't know what's wrong with medium rare, bro.
Dude, it's not. Slap it on the ass.
That one was a little over medium rare for me.
But, you told me to leave it on.
I told you to leave it on for a minute. It turned into 5 somehow.
I hate to poop on your party.
God damn it. I knew I shouldn't have said something. Motherfucker.
You even knocked on the wood, dude.
I did.
It did go longer than expected.
It did. A lot longer.
So at least there's an improvement. But
yeah.
So what the fuck is it now?
Well, that I still think is the camera.
Yeah, Mabes. But I mean, that's not like a bullshit camera, though. And it's not that old.
But that is an issue that I'd seen many people talk about, having that same issue with this camera and like cameras using the same fucking setup. And that it comes down and it's the fucking something actually internally with the camera that causes the problems. And
like it's overheating because it's being used for too long.
One of the parts is just malfunctioning or whatever. And the solution is to either send it in for warranty work, of which it's out of warranty.
Well,
or get a new fucking camera.
Those are perhaps not the best options.
No, not really. So the way I see it is we just use this camera for the rest of the fucking life of the podcast.
Yeah.
Then beyond that, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but wouldn't you still want to have a functioning camera for camera purposes? Like, would you not, in theory, I mean,
like for my purposes, I could just get a regular ass webcam as far as a camera for the computer, right? And as far as a camera for any other purposes.
Yeah, but like that is a much more capable camera as far as camera purposes.
It's broken.
Well, if it can be on for fucking, how long has this been so far?
Hour 45 minutes.
Straight? I mean, realistically, you're not, if you're doing YouTube style shit or whatever, it's little fucking chunks here and there, or it's not going to be that long.
I'm not saying I'm going to throw it away, but like.
Well, right. But I mean, if you could potentially, why don't you call them up, be like, yo, dude, how much would it be to fucking upgrade or fix this bitch? And if it's $50, $100 and then it works perfect, why not? I mean, even if it's out of warranty, I mean, who knows?
Well, it'd be fucking damn near $50 just to send it into them.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Chris says, speaking of steak, I made a tomahawk steak on the 4th. It was so damn good. He bought one just for himself, dude. He said, "Fuck the rest of the fam." He's been saving up his allow.
I'm kind of pissed at myself. I meant to stop at the fucking Walmart up there and pick up a couple of those tomahawks before I came back. Because they were cheap as hell.
Oh, at the prop?
Yeah.
Yeah, but a Walmart tomahawk, dude?
It looked pretty decent.
I don't know.
It looked pretty decent. For $20 for a fucking tomahawk?
I guess, dude, but I don't.
That's pretty decent steaks.
I feel like,
I
feel like Costco has some good meats and seafood. You got to have a membership to get in there and buy the shit. And it's probably more expensive, but like it is actual USDA choice, whatever the fuck. You get the blue ones, and then you get the white package ones. I think the blue ones are the more special ones or whatever. But like that shit is good. That's real good. Yeah. But Walmart, I feel like is more, and they did look good.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've never seen a tomahawk that looked bad though.
I've seen some not so good looking tomahawks before.
They were more like a SOG throwing axe.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
they looked to be decent, and for fucking $20, like that, those steaks were cheap as hell up there, man.
Well, they're probably expired.
Potentially. Still looked good.
You just cook it out.
Yeah, exactly. Because like you can go to the fucking Walmart here, and that same steak's fucking $45-$50.
Yeah, but we also live in a shithole communist state.
I know. That's why I was gonna buy a couple up there if I could bring them back.
At the same time, because of Detroit and shit like that, they're not much different. They're a little bit more different. Yeah. Like up there, it's different.
Yeah,
like the people are different.
Yeah,
but still, it's still a Walmart steak, bro.
That's true. So I only ever get my steaks at Jewel.
I don't know that
get them at the counter though.
I don't know that Jewel is much higher grade than Walmart.
They got some decent steaks behind the counter, bro. You got to go to the fucking actual butcher counter and fucking talk to the dude. And
see, I'd more be apt to go to like a Brookhaven or a fucking an Amici or a fucking
everybody talks about fucking Burkotts and shit too. Talking about their fucking meat selection because they also have like an in-house butcher. But I've never been impressed, at least by the steak there. They're like ground beef and shit is definitely cheaper, and it's whatever, it's ground beef. But like, never been impressed by their steaks.
I don't know that I've ever even been inside of a Burkotts.
Yeah. But I don't get steak often.
Okay.
It's when I do. It's
Why not?
For a special occasion and fucking I'm getting a good steak, I just get some New York strips and go for a fucking porterhouse or some shit.
There's nothing wrong with a strip.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. But
that's like just a Wednesday night steak.
Exactly.
But it's still, if you serve me a New York strip, I'm not going to be like,
well, no, not at all. Not at all. But no.
Dude, we got the Julio Guerreros, dude. What's up?
Howdy.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, no.
He's from Tejas, apparently. What's up, though? Jewel has Applewood smoked bacon at the butcher counter. It is delicious. Applewood smoked bacon, period, is just bacon in and of itself, I would argue, is largely delicious. Magically delicious, even. There's not a bunch of gay marshmallows in there, but I'll tell you what, I love me some Lucky Charms. Not as much as Fruity Pebs, but I do appreciate a good Lucky Charm. And Frosted Cheers.
Yeah.
You ever had a Frosted Cheer? It's pretty good. They used to do Team Cheerios, which was normal. It was like an Olympic thing. I don't know if they do it anymore, but it was like promoting the Olympics or whatever. And it was regular Cheerios, heart healthy.
Yeah.
Honey Nut Cheerios, still heart healthy. Frosted Cheerios, diabetes. But the two heart healthies balanced out the diabetes. Yeah. And it was a good plethora, a mix, a myriad of the different Cheerios. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know exactly what my favorite steak would be overall. I will tell you what, I'm a sucker for a good filet mignon wrapped in bacon, but it's always such a small portion. It's a 3-bite steak if you're being polite.
See, now they had some fucking decent sized filet mignon at Jewel at one time, and I still picked up 4 of them. 2 for me, 2 for Cheyenne, but they were, I think they were 6 or 8 ounce each. But that was fucking delicious.
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with a ribeye or a fucking New York or a fucking the tomahawks are nice, dude. The fucking
I've never had a tomahawk steak.
Pretty sure fucking Hank Wills has cooked some tomahawk steaks.
I've never had a steak cooked by Hank Wills.
What?
No.
Probably the best steak on the planet.
Anytime I've been there, it hadn't been steak. He always saves the steak for you.
Well, it's fine. Shout out to the Hank Wills.
He's given me a couple steaks.
And then you poorly cooked them?
And I cooked them myself.
God, what a waste. What a waste. Porterhouse is the best because it has a filet and a New York strip. Yeah, but I feel like they're better separately. I feel like because if you cook it together, dude,
the filet,
because the filet for sure
is 100% better separate from the porterhouse, but the New York strip benefits from
right. But I feel like you're pulling from the best to make the mediocre better, and I don't think the trade-off is worth it because I want my filet literally slapped on the ass and walked past the fire, wrapped in some bacon. Well done. He's a communist.
Let's ban him.
He's a communist.
He's out of here.
Get him out of here, dude. But yeah, the fucking well done, dude. It loses all of the
ketchup
flavor,
too, motherfucker.
all of the juice. Right, dude. Get him some A1 over here. Could you imagine if you got to put A1 steak sauce on your steak, dude?
You need to learn to fucking cook. I did that once. I was at a fucking steak house.
Just to insult the chef, you did it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because the steak was such trash that just to let them know that the steak sucks, I asked for some A1. Still didn't use it, but I asked for it.
Right. I wonder if they go back and tell the cook.
I hope they did, because that motherfucker needed to be told.
Right.
Like,
medium is how I usually eat. Medium.
That's what I did.
It might as well be
That's what I did when I was a child,
Right. Well, he still is.
Yes.
In the grand scheme.
I learned before my senior year of high school.
Fucking medium.
Not eat a steak.
It might as well be fucking shoe leather. What the fuck are you doing? Medium. Like, medium rare is still not acceptable to me. Like, I want it to move when I take a bite.
I think medium rare is like a solid fucking.
That's a cop out. Medium rare is a cop out.
I don't think it is, dude.
If they cook it too blue, which I don't know if they call it blue when it's not a burger, but if they cook it too rare, some people don't like it. I get it, but like that is the most primal way to eat a steak, and given it was prepared properly, and you're not going to get worms in your gut.
Yeah,
I think it's the most delicious. I think it's where you get most of the flavor. And that's when the fat is the juiciest. And I can't, you know what I can't stand? And I'm going to say it. Maybe I'm a fat ass, but like I eat the fat on the steak.
Yeah, 100%.
AutoZone girl cuts it off and it pisses me off, dude. She cuts it off, dude.
You got to get rid of her.
I know. Hey, she cuts it off,
busted.
dude.
She's broken.
Cuts it off, dude. I can understand not wanting to eat it.
She
solely.
cuts it off. You got to cut it off, bro.
But that's the rules. I could understand maybe not wanting to eat it solely by itself, like just take a chunk of literal fat. No, I've done it. I've done it, and I will do. I'm not ashamed.
Because my mom used to do that shit. I would take the fat from her steak that she'd cut off.
Right. It's delicious. That's where literally all the flavor is at. But I prefer it to be attached to like at least a piece of meat. So then I get both because I think, again, they add to each other.
Yeah.
But it is delicious. That's like the one thing I can't understand is people that like will eat a spoonful of butter. That grosses me out.
Yeah, no, that's not.
But people, that's the same.
But like,
that's us
that's
eating
why,
fat.
That's
off
why I
steak.
like fucking porterhouse, because you get a lot of the fat on the porterhouse within the bones and everything like that. It doesn't get as rubbery and chewy as it does on.
Well, it depends how it's prepared too.
Well, yeah, but a lot of the times it retains a lot. It's almost
you get a nice
like,
sear on it
it's
and
almost
crisp
like
it up a little
butter.
bit. It's almost like you're eating saganaki, but with better flavor.
It's great, bro.
Medium is how I usually eat my steak, dude.
Fucking disgusting.
I can't believe you, dude.
Fix yourself, motherfucker.
Right. There's you're on the spectrum.
You know
dude.
what?
If you're eating
Cheyenne
steaks,
had never had a steak other than well done until I came around.
Why?
Because her dad doesn't eat anything other than well done.
It's got to be a generational thing. There must have been like extreme breakout of like Worms or something.
I don't know what
back in the day, where all the boomers in the comms let us know, dude. Have y'all ever been to Fogo de Chão? Of course, I've been to fucking Fogo de Chão, son. And I've been to Sal and Calval, which is Salt and Fire, and there's the new place, which I forget what it's called, but it took over the place of Sal and Calval off Butterfield. But they call it something different. But it's the same. They're all Brazilian steakhouses. The house special, the picante or whatever the fuck it is, that shit is delicious. Also, the garlic steak, they come around with the filet, then the filet wrapped in bacon. They got to fuck. I feel so bad for the people that serve the chicken at those places, because who the fuck wants Yardbird when you're spending fucking over $100 a head to fucking sit down and eat prime, perfectly cooked meats? Give a fuck about it. Like lamb chops, give me the lamb chops. I'll take the lamb chops.
The fat from a lamb chop, though, oh my god, bro.
Do you eat your lamb chops with jelly?
No.
The mint jelly?
No.
Have you ever tried it?
I don't think
It's
so.
actually pretty solid.
Yeah.
I eat them just with a little lemon
Yeah.
or whatever, some lemon, some garlic, whatever. They're good. You can tell it's a different type of meat, but it's good.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. But like if you do use the mint jelly, it's like a perfect pairing. It's pretty good. But the fucking dude, the fucking dudes walking around with the fucking chicken this or chicken
to the
that.
store and get a steak right now, dude. It's fucking.
You've been drinking too much water, dude.
Yeah.
Crispy bacon or chewy bacon? I would say
Chewy.
Right. But I appreciate a little bit of crisp.
I like some burnt ends on it, just that's.
I don't want it burnt, but I want it firm.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit of like sizzle on the grizzle.
Yeah.
My nizzle. So
You can't say that.
I did. I just said it though. But the
fucking one newscaster got almost fired for saying "fo shizzle my nizzle" because of what nizzle signifies.
Night vision.
Yeah. That's it.
At least we could see him.
Yeah.
There's a benefit to it all. But yeah, dude. See, listen, I will say this though.
I.S.R.A compliant.
We know a couple things that are fucking these and these, but the goddamn those are actually I.S.R.A compliant.
We need to test this theory.
Faux shizzle and shit. But yeah, this is what I will say about crispy bacon, because AutoZone Girl likes it crispy.
Yeah.
And I would never turn down a slice of bacon. If that motherfucker looked like charcoal, you know what I'd do? Pour a little maple sear on that bitch, down the hatch. Just as good.
I mean, I believe you did.
What?
When we were up there.
What
Had some charcoal ass bacon.
No, I did. And I also had a burnt ass pizza buff, but what whatever. We'll let it go, I guess.
Yeah.
One of these days.
I really think the strat would have been the fucking grate over the fire so you can keep it even. Because regardless of what you did with the way that it was placed down at a downward angle, the one side was getting overcooked before the other.
Hers always came out fine. So I don't see what the.
Yeah, it was still the side that was downwards the whole time. That was brown, and the backside was fucking still white.
Well, that's where all the oils were seeping to, probably. But yeah, I mean, either way, it was delicious nonetheless. Yeah. Did you have?
I had one. Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah. What you could do with fucking squirt pizza sauce. Random. She wanted to get the small pepperonis.
Yeah,
could you imagine getting the small? I was like, what are you talking about? These two little inky dink fucking pepperonis, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
I found the big bag, bro. It's fine.
I appreciate that. That's the one I was looking for too. I just didn't find it. But the fucking it's crazy. And I don't even think we had the pies out of it, dude. You did. And it was double points on the account of the fact of but they shouldn't be screaming and fucking shit. Control your kids in the store, dude.
She jumped in front of me, okay? It's
a hate crime on so many levels.
It's okay. Mom laughed. I was in the clear. Which shows how much they care about their kids. Kids are fucking neat. Ankles taken out by a shopping cart, and mom just starts laughing. Well, it's way better than the alternative reaction, for me at least.
Right. Oh, hell no.
Could you imagine?
In the middle of the Walmart in fucking...
out of town and shit.
I'd be like,
aiming from...
Yeah, but I'd be like, this is home turf. Fuck are you doing here?
Oh, man.
But either way,
It's fucked up.
just good times all the way around. But yeah, the fucking, I don't know, man. Have you ever had some Wagyu?
No, I haven't.
I've had it once,
That
dude.
is one thing that I still need to knock off the bucket list is get some Wagyu.
It's pretty good, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's a little overhyped.
Yeah.
And it's more expensive than it probably should be.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but like
now they have the American Wagyu and all
it's
that,
not the
which
same.
is fucking no. I wouldn't know. I've never had either. But
it's a Japanese cut, bro.
yeah, I know.
And they chop that bitch with a samurai sword. Or at least in my mind they do. It helps me justify the price better. But I've only had it once, and it was prepared at a restaurant properly. I don't know if I would trust myself to fucking do it, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not mad at it, but it might be a little overhyped. Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
get a Wagyu New York strip for $90 a pop. It's fucking
and that's probably an American one, dude.
Probably.
It's not even a fucking.
No, because I'd looked into it. I thought about fucking picking up some Wagyu many times. You know,
there was just never a situation that perhaps called for it.
Exactly. It's like it's just one of those like I'm just gonna buy a fucking $100 steak a piece for a random Tuesday night.
It ain't tricking if you got it, I believe.
I ain't got it like that.
Yeah, but
I ain't that guy.
Just swipe the card.
That's just
swipe the card. You'll pay for it later. You'll be all right. Or if you just throw the bills out, they don't count.
Yeah. That's how that works. That's how that works.
Will we ever be able to buy 30-round mags again? So I assume you're from the Illinois, dude, which sucks for all of us. Realistically, I don't see this. It's obviously gonna, in my opinion, as far as my knowledge is concerned, we still have not yet gotten an actual response from the Illinois Supreme Court. But on the account of the fact of they stacked the judges in their favor, which we knew was coming, they're literally making laws to where you cannot even sue them other than in districts where they have stacked judges. And if that's not complete and total tyranny on top of everything else, I don't know what the fuck is. But I assume that, and I assumed from day one that it would have to be a Supreme Court case thing.
Yeah.
Because Illinois doesn't give a fuck, clearly. If you look at all of the infringements on all of our rights across the board, the taxation, exorbitant taxation, the gun laws, the this and that, all of the shit, red flag laws, fucking this, that, which is a gun law, but it's also a freedom of speech law because you're going to get red flagged because you spoke your mind saying, oh, maybe the election's rigged, or maybe fucking this is tyranny, or maybe fucking whatever. And then all of a sudden you get stripped of your rights because you spoke your mind, which you are perfectly and constitutionally protected in doing. So it's all absurd. But with the Bruin decision, with the other decisions that have been coming out of the Supreme Court, supposedly today, the Illinois Supreme Court was hearing a case on suppressors. I don't know that it's like the Hearing Protection Act or whatever, but it's basically to legalize suppressors, but it would still be in the sense of where you still obviously have to pay your $200 infringement tax and register it with the federal government, which even if suppressors, because right now you cannot have suppressors, period, in Illinois.
Yeah.
If they were to win in this court case, then you could, but again, you would still be able, or you would still have to go through the, a Form 1 or whatever the fuck with the ATF, wait a year, pay $200, have it registered. They could show up and fucking knock on your door any day of the week, fucking 365 days out of the year, any time of night. They could show up at 3-4 o'clock in the morning. And then when you respond at 3 o'clock, 4 in the morning with a pistol in your hand or whatever the fuck, because it's sketchy, and then all of a sudden they shoot you and everybody in your fucking house because you acted like it was some sketchy shit, which it is some fucking sketchy shit.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just all fucked up. So it wouldn't be like Kansas or Texas or whatever, where as long as the can was produced in that state that you don't have to abide by NFA infringements, which is awesome to the states that are like that for sure. But will we see 30-round mags again? Well, for one, buy a 3D printer. 2, phone a friend. 3, take your ass to Indiana or any type of bordering
Wisconsin,
state.
Missouri,
Go a little bit
Tennessee,
further.
Arkansas,
Don't just go right over the border. If you go right over the border to Cabela's in Indiana, they're IDing people, which is gay as fuck on their part. But that's what they're doing. They're owned by Bass Pro. They're a big box chain supply. They're not a real gun shop. They don't care about your rights, and they're a bunch of fucking fuds. So go maybe an hour or two into Indiana. Go to some little podunk fucking small mom and pop gun shop and fucking pick you up whatever the fuck you need, or phone a friend, or whatever. But still, the idea, I don't know how old you are or how long you had a FOID card or whatever, but you had plenty of time in most scenarios. Most people had plenty of time to buy the shit that they wanted or needed, and that now only want because they can't have it. You had plenty of time to stock up. Beans, bullets, and Band-Aids. It pays to be a prepper. Buy it cheap, stack it deep, because there is always, and I mean always, going to be a rainy day coming soon to a theater near you. So if you're not sitting on X number of rifles, 100 plus P mags, X number of Glocks, 100 plus Glock mags, whatever the fuck, that's kind of your own fault. That being said, will we see him again? I don't know. I want to say yes, and it's only a matter of time because of the Bruin decision, all these other different, text history tradition, all that. It's very plain and simple, and that is supposed to be the supreme law of the land, is the Supreme Court. That's where it really gets decided. That being said, the supreme law of the land is blatantly obvious and clear in the Constitution, and especially with the Second Amendment, shall not be infringed. Is pretty fucking clear lesson, but everybody's infringing on that motherfucker. Yeah. Like it's their job. Yep. And because it is, because the less capable we are of defending ourselves as the people, the more tyrannicized they can treat us. So, it's all for a purpose. This is not because they're trying to save the kids by any means. But either way, I digress. If things work how they should, this would have never happened to begin with, but I figured since it happened and went through that it would not change until we got to the Supreme Court. That being said, the fact that Amy Coney Barrett decided not to hear the case or whatever, or brought it to the entire panel where she herself could have made a decision and fixed all of this, perhaps maybe temporarily. And now if they hear it, it'll be on the merits of the case, which does hold a little bit more legal weight and is harder to challenge. So if that's the fucking 4D chess move that's going on, whatever, but let's see what happens when it gets there, because I always imagined from the beginning of this that it would get there, that it would not change until it got there. And the problem with that is it's a slow going process. It takes a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy, a lot of effort. And in the meantime, while it's hung up in court and being decided and argued this, that, and the third back and forth, people are getting infringed upon. And so, but what's worse than all of that is the people that accept it, and the people that go along with it, and the people that are willing to give their shit up or register their shit or whatever the fuck it is. If that's really what it's like for you people out there, give it up now. Go sell the shit, get some money for it at least, because you ain't gonna fucking use it, so you might as well get some money for it. Like it's pathetic, honestly. To see how many people want to register their shit or comply to tyranny, and how stupid motherfuckers are thinking that they can comply their way out of tyranny. And you just can't, people. You cannot. If you tell them what you got and where you're at, what the fuck do you think that they need that information for, you stupid fuck? They're coming to get them, bitch. And you sure as fuck ain't going to use them when they get there. So just give it to them now. Avoid the whole thing so your fucking dog and your goldfish doesn't get shot. At that point. So, but it's a sad state of affairs to see but that's gun community motherfuckers. There's some gun culture motherfuckers that come into the shop. We're some gun culture motherfuckers. And it's just, I wish there was more. Yeah. And I try my best each and every day to fucking grow those numbers, but some people don't want to listen. Some people, I could feel them becoming uncomfortable even talking about it. Like they think a fucking Black Hawk helicopter is going to hover over their house the second they get home, and fucking dudes would be HK slapping MP5s and fucking kicking their door. Yeah. And even if they were, then motherfucker, you should know what to do and have the shit to be able to do it with and be willing and prepared, not only in your physicality, but your mentality to fucking handle that, dude. Because if they're doing that type of shit, that's what the guns are there for. That's why America is America. But I digress. Nobody fucking listens to me anyway, so what the fuck does it matter? But I mean, it's just it's disturbing, to say the least, because these are supposed to be the people that are on our side, that are going to be shoulder to shoulder with us. But then you turn around and you're like, huh, I know you guys. We're the strangers, bro. They're gone. They're gone. There's nothing we could do. So try as we might, and I always encourage everybody to try as they might, the best they possibly can, to get people into the Second Amendment, exercising their rights and understanding why it's so fucking important. But some people just seemingly do not get it. Or they do, and the thought of having the self-responsibility is too much and too scary. Which, yeah, it's got consequences, dude. I could get a knock or a door kick at any given moment for half the shit I fucking say on YouTube. Does that scare me? Does that change what I do, how I live, what I say? No, not in the least bit, because if I have to be worried about that, then I'm not free. You are only as free as you feel to be. It is. When I tell people to live as constitutionally as you feel comfortable, there's validity to that, because you can do what you want. Just like in life, period. You can do whatever you want. There might be consequences, good, bad, or otherwise, somewhere in between. But if you're morally right and justified in doing or not doing anything that it may be with the topic at hand, I mean, it doesn't matter what ink on paper says if the ink on paper is wrong. So, and not to mention the supreme ink on paper, being the Constitution of this great land, or once great land, is the supreme law of the land, or at least supposed to be by its design. And so any law that goes against that is repugnant to it, is null and void, and it's actually your civic duty to disobey that. But somehow we've cultivated an entire country of sheep that just blindly follow whatever they're told. And the fact that our entire way of life has been made a mockery of, the fact that Joe Biden is fucking president. Not that Trump's any fucking better, because I like banning the bump stocks. I like taking the guns first, then you get the due process. Red flag laws, I love them. Suppressors, I hate them. They're all the same. It's all the same shit. It's the left versus right paradigm. It's theater. It's dog and pony show. They're puppets. All of them, no matter who the fuck. The only real legit politicians probably are Ron and Rand Paul, and even them probably are sus in some way, shape, or form throughout the years, but they've never really made it into too much of a position of power to actually truly make a difference. But I would take a Ron or a Rand Paul president, dude, and be happy with it. But if the presidency...
I would be mad at DeSantis.
He's still he's a little wish-wash on some shit. But either way, any of them. This is the thing, any of them, dude. Like,
still can't trust him.
No. None. I wouldn't even fucking trust myself.
I'd trust you.
I appreciate that. And I wouldn't do anything bad, but I would feel like with all that capability, wouldn't do enough. Or what could you do? I wouldn't even know, even if I wanted to do something. I'm just one man. They could fucking have me assassinated and make it look like I choked on my dinner at the fucking White House. Yeah, well, I mean, still, we'd have to have the whole fucking... We could probably take it down from the inside with just us two. Just one of us, I don't know, but the two, we might be able to do it. But yeah, it's just, it's fucking so crazy.
Our own Secret Service,
Right.
Just, tens of loyal viewers.
Right. We finally figure out who Barry Suss is because we have the capabilities.
Exactly. That's the only way we'd find out.
It's been my dad the whole time. Dude.
I mean, apparently he watches the shit, so
I don't know why.
I don't know either. It's fucking, it's concerning.
Hey, can you pause this? I gotta take a piss. Just kidding. You can't. It was a joke, dude.
I fucking,
It was a joke.
for a
We're
second.
live, dude.
Yeah.
I do have to pee, though.
Damn, should be hold on. I do like how that whole tirade originated with we'll never be able to buy 30 mags again. This dude that
So,
for the first time
hopefully-
showed up.
Hopefully we will be able to buy 30-round mags again, but probably not for a long while.
How reliable are printed mags?
As reliable as you print them.
Yeah, it depends on your
Your
printing
internal
qualities.
components.
You know, that's what I would say.
Level your bed, bro.
The auto bed level, bro, you'll be all right. You can figure it out. I don't know. And I wouldn't trust none of them for fucking long-term reliability, but you get a few shots off that may be all you need. It's better than nothing. But hopefully you don't need to worry about that because you ain't got nothing, you know. But I've never messed with them. Never tried them out. Never tried printing any. I got some files for them for various sizes and styles, you know. But have yet to actually assemble any. I've done some extensions, mag extensions and such, which I haven't had any issues with the ones that I've printed. Oh, actually, stand corrected. We did have one issue with one that was printed, a mag extension for a 43X, but that was not so much due to the print quality as much as it was due to overloading an ETS mag with too many rounds that are just busting through the fucking shit. Which, it's a 3D printed fucking mag extension. It's not going to be the most reliable. You have a thin-ass fucking section of 3D printed plastic that's holding it to the magazine itself. And, yeah, I mean, in theory, you shouldn't be able to push through a fucking round into it and push through that fucking mag extension. Not the most reliable, but you got some on some 22 mags and having any issues with those. They work fairly well, apparently. They're sick. I did have to fucking adjust the files on them, though, to make sure that, because they didn't come with a fucking locking pin for them. So I had to make a fucking way to get it actually pressure fit to stay on. It was wobbly and shit. That was fun. I need to work on, I've been looking at the fucking Canon again, and I need to design and theorize on version 3 of the 3D printed Canon. Version 2 ran for a few rounds, a few shots, you know, more than I would expect out of a 3D printed Canon with the the amount of charges that were put through it, the quantity of powder and type of powder. But it actually rotted away the backside of the bore behind the stainless steel barrel that was in it, because there was no backing to that stainless steel barrel. So I need to figure out a way to have an actual backing on that, because it wore away at the backside of the bore because it's just 3D printed plastic, so it just melted it down over time. And because of that, now it's created a groove behind the barrel, because right at the end of the barrel is where I drilled the hole in, and to run the fuse in there to actually ignite the shit. And it burnt out a hole around the backside of the barrel towards the top where the fuse comes in now. And so it's just losing all pressure out of there. So I need to find a way to have a backing to the barrel that will not erode with such pressures and heat. And hopefully I'll figure that out soon somehow. Might have to go with some different materials to make it easier to do. But yeah.
What are we talking about?
Amazing entrance. Let's talk about the can, dude.
What can?
The can, dude. Little 3D printed, dude.
That still doesn't limit it down. Oh, the Canon, dude.
Yeah, dude. The can, dude.
Right. There's a can of the can variety.
And I need to fucking work on V3.
What happened?
Well, like we were talking about before with the fucking how the pressures and everything and heat eroded away at the backside of the bore in the Canon and circumvented the barrel itself around and expanded the openings to where the fuse goes through.
Right.
Where now I'm just losing all pressure around that.
Right.
So I need to theorize and figure out a way of building a backing onto a barrel in such a way. biggest issue would be that I will be building pressure the whole way back as I'm pressing the barrel in if it is sealed on the backside.
Unless you seal it in the backside, press it. No, see, I honestly, if it was sealed on the backside and wasn't just an open tube, which did work, and I think it would work even better and for longer if we use the proper powders.
Probably, yeah.
But that being said, also, I assume you printed it at 99 infill.
Yeah.
So you can't really get much thicker than that unless you make it bigger.
Yeah.
Which that's an option.
Yeah.
But also, and not even necessarily the bore, because I think 45 caliber is pretty good for a medium-sized
cannon. 3D printed cannon.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but plus it's 45, you can't go wrong. But if it did have like a little cap, or like a little nubbin, or even if it was just sealed on that side, or even if you put a fucking, listen to this, Batman, put like a fucking elbow that came up and reinforced, but then wasn't even, it was wider than it needed to be. And then obviously the little 3D printed part where you put the wick and pour in the priming powder, that you could put like a little brass or a steel or whatever, like little grommet or gusset or whatever, you know, like on a holster, like a little rivet thing or whatever that was deep enough that would, but then it would just be an open pot, but like it would be strong. It would give it 360 degrees almost basically right there where that's taking place. And the only thing you might have to contend with is it blowing up out the wick hole. But if anything, that would potentially be boring it out at the bottom instead of the top first. And so it would still hold the wick. It would still work.
So how do you theorize inserting an elbow into a 3D printed object?
You just allow for some space, given dimension, and then pour JB Weld or epoxy or whatever you got to get in there to fucking take up the space that is going to be empty, but also help hold everything in place. I don't know. I'm just theorizing, bro. Yeah. I'm just sending out ideas, bro. You can take that shit to the bank. But back to what Chris is asking is how reliable are printed mags? Legitimately, all those dudes fucking print, shoot, repeat just did a fucking vid on the Myanmar and fucking the Gun Control 9. Shout out to fucking Jay Starks, RIP to the homie. I mean, I didn't know him personally, but he's a homie in the sense of he believes in true freedom, and he's done a lot to impact and make that possible. And we see that quite literally. If you haven't seen Print, Shoot, Repeat's latest video about the FGC 9, you should definitely go fucking check it out. Because it's actually legit. Like there are Myanmarian rebels fighting tyranny with 3D printed fucking guns right now that you can make at home in your fucking basement for minimal money and effectively arm yourself, and even down to printing the mags. Are they as good? Are they long-term durable and reliable as off-the-shelf Glock mags? No, but if you print the Danny Meatballs mags or any number of other, proper designs, the Are We Cool Yet shit, any of the higher end makers that are designing this shit, and you have your printer tuned properly and your settings are correct and your bed temp's correct and your bed is level and this, that, and the third, you can actually get some very viable shit out of it that since it is so affordable, because filament really doesn't cost that much money in the grand scheme of things compared to the potentiality that it gives you. You should have spares 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 of everything at least already made. So if it does go down, you got a couple extras until you can make some more and just be constantly running it. And through that, you'll also perfect the technique. But you can get them again. It pales in comparison to a standard factory Glock mag, right? Or a standard factory 1911 mag, or a standard factory whatever the fuck mag. But the fact that you don't need to worry if those mags are banned, or you can't get them, or supply and demand is too high because everybody's panic buying, and now you got a gun with fucking 1 mag or 2 mags, or maybe it came with no mags, and fucking SIG gave you a little letter in the box saying, hey, when we catch up on production, we'll fucking ship you the mags. What the fuck good does that do you? It's about being self-sustaining, self-sufficient, and being able to make what you want, when you want, and how you want it. So that's the beauty of it. It's not an end-all, be-all, at least at entry-level technology standpoints. But that being said, you can wholeheartedly print 110% functional guns off a less than $200 Ender 3 printer that you could buy on Amazon right now. You can get the motherfucking G.O.A filament. You can go get the fucking Micro Center house brand, which is pretty solid. You can go get the Protopasta, but I wouldn't recommend it because they don't support fucking printing guns with their shit, although it's supposed to be pretty solid. I bought a roll or two before I knew, because all I heard was this, that, and the third about Protopasta. I've got some of, what's the other shit? I got the shit, the E-Sun is supposed to be solid. Some other shit, the name brand shit. And there's, PETG, there's fucking PLA Plus, there's fucking carbon fiber infused, wood grain infused, all types of different shit, and they're all good in their own right for certain things. All the shit I've printed has been PLA or PLA Plus, and that's most common for doing the type of stuff that we would do with it.
PLA Plus and Pet G for me.
Yeah, I haven't messed with the Pet G, I don't think yet, because it's in a super weird, clear, sparkly colorway or something.
I did the Pet G for the animal shit because it's non-toxic or whatever and safe for animal uses.
What animal shit?
Like for the scorpion cage, and I did some shit for somebody else for their fish tank or whatever here and there. Some stupid little shit.
Right, but that's the thing. You need something. You need a little bracket. You need some custom shit. You need fucking whatever. You're an inventor. You're prototyping shit. Like it gives you so much
on a tripod that I used. I 3D printed a fucking 1/4-inch bolt to a hot shoe mount for a fucking tripod to my microphone.
Mm-hmm.
And I just printed the shit because I needed it. It was done in 15 minutes.
And it works to this day.
Still holding up.
The idea that it's not even just cool as fuck for being able to print guns that are not known about by the tyrannical government.
Held up by 3D printed fucking brackets.
Yeah.
Like.
So you can do little household shit. You can do shit for fun. You can do artsy shit. You can do shit and make a business out of it. You can do all of the above.
You can print dino dicks and give them to your mother for her birthday.
Yeah, that's a different situation. But like you could, I mean, I guess you could do that if you wanted to do that.
Print people Dwayne the Cock Johnson Christmas tree.
I don't understand people with this fucking 3D printed penis thing. I don't fucking get it why everybody's got to have 3D printed penises.
So the guy has a heckler and cock,
That's different, dude. You have to do that one. And the Dwayne the Cock Johnson, I understand that as well for the comedic relief. But just random Cockosaurus rexes for no reason. The species never existed.
I literally had to buy that fucking file.
Imagine.
Granted,
imagine paying for peeing, dude. Like, share, comment, subscribe out here.
Somebody had requested that I print one for her.
Yeah, I make her buy the file.
She paid me to do it.
Imagine.
She paid me like
somewhere
$40.
On your credit card history, you paid for peeing. Go fuck yourself. Or apparently you don't have to because you just buy it. Fucking paying for peeing out here. That should be the title of the fucking live show.
$40
paying for peeing.
3D print her a pink dino dick. She could put it as the hood ornament on her semi truck.
Did you ever come through on that?
I did.
Did it ever see the light of day?
I believe she showed me, she posted it on her Instagram and had a bunch of other people that wanted one. But her company would not allow her to put it as the hood ornament on her truck. So I told her that if she wants, I can get some magnets and implant them into the feet and the tail, whichever where its base is. Where it sits.
So it's an on-off kind of thing. You got to drive down the block real quick.
But she wouldn't go for it. She said she's fairly fine just having it on the desk at home and shit.
Desk at home. When you dick on a desk.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck.
There's probably a whole fucking Etsy store fucking designated and dedicated to fucking dicks on a desk. And if not, there is one now.
Yeah.
They're stealing $1 million ideas that I have. Dude.
Literally, I made my mom last year. I 3D printed her a dino dick for her birthday.
It's very thoughtful of you.
Because she always complains that I don't get her anything for her birthday or Mother's Day or whatever if she doesn't get it like first thing in the morning. And so just out of spite, it's been my job to get her the stupidest shit possible. This has been ongoing forever now. Like when I was 12, it was Mother's Day. And I went to Walmart at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Sick.
And I got one of the mesh bags of decorative rocks.
Okay.
And I literally got her a bag of decorative rocks for Mother's Day.
Did she decorate some shit with it?
No. But she kept them. She had them sitting in the fucking curio cabinet with all the other fucking little knickknacks and such.
Decorative, dude.
It had a bag of decorative rocks. Still to this day in that same cabinet, she has a Powerade bottle full of sand. Because it was right before Mother's Day when I was in Florida at Disney, right? We were just chilling on the beach at Disney World, fucking watching the fireworks at the parks and shit. Same beach as some kid got eaten by an alligator at.
Nice.
But we were just chilling there. And we're getting warnings for tornado watch and shit like that. And so I got a Powerade bottle, filled it with sand, took one of the Disney tags of something that was fucking bought at Disney, and wrote on the backside that was blank a little letter. And I said, just because I was thinking of you while sitting on this beach after I saw these tornado warnings, you know, and I gave that to her for Mother's Day, and she still has that sitting in her cabinet.
It's because your mother, she hates to admit it, but she loves you. Yeah. I don't know why, for some odd reason.
You know, we went to fucking Florida this last time. She asked me if I got her anything for Mother's Day. And she says, I like rocks, which now, of course, now it's perfectly fine to get decorative rocks, apparently, because now there's the whole crystal thing and fucking bullshit. And I literally called out, like,
fucking casting spells with Ouija boards.
You didn't like my fucking decorative rocks that I got you 12 years ago. What the hell? So, but now she wants a rock, right? So
just one singular rock.
She wants a cool looking rock, right? Now there was a rock that when I bought my truck,
we'll call Kyle.
There was a rock that was stuck in my truck, like in the fucking rock sliders. Okay. There was a small little rock that was pretty cool looking. That I just pulled out.
You would think that might be where you find a rock or two.
And so
from time to time,
I picked it up and I thought it was cool. I just threw it into my fucking truck in the cup holder, and it just stayed there for a while. And so I'm thinking, after my mom tells me she likes cool rocks, right? I'm like, well, I already got one for you. I ain't got to worry about it. And so
the thoughtfulness, the preemptive thoughtfulness of the cool looking rock.
I'm just prepared, you know. So it's just
imagine saving that much money.
So we came back Saturday. We went to my mom's Sunday, and I handed her the rock. Said, "Here, you said you like rocks," and I handed her this fucking rock.
He has trouble showing emotion.
And she was so happy with it. The thing is like, Cheyenne, when we were in Florida, also bought her a fucking Dooney and Burke bag.
A who?
Fucking, I don't know. But it was like a fucking $500 fucking purse that Cheyenne had gotten.
Just for why?
For Mother's Day. It had gotten that for her.
Why the fuck is Cheyenne so thankful to your mother?
I don't know. But fuck it.
Your mother has quite literally given her the worst thing.
Exactly. I know. Tell me about it. Like the worst gift she could have possibly given Cheyenne. But so Cheyenne got that for her. So, but I handed her this rock. And she was excited about it. She liked it. And she put it up with the rest of her rocks and shit.
I think your mom might be smoking rocks. I don't know what the fuck.
Potentially.
See, but that's the thing, though. Your mother loves you that much that you could pick a rock up off the street and give it to her, and she's elated.
Do you know how much joy my entire family got when I gave her that fucking dino dick, though?
No, you know, but I could only imagine.
Because the thing is, like, her birthday is, like, usually a day or 2, 3 maybe away from Thanksgiving, right?
Okay.
So we just give her gifts on Thanksgiving when we're all together and everything like that. So we're all sitting around the fucking table at Thanksgiving, my whole family, and I had it wrapped and everything for her. I had it fucking.
How do you wrap something?
Wrapped in wrapping paper in a gift bag with tissue paper, everything on top, and I gave it to her. So she unwraps a fucking black dino dick out of a fucking.
Had to be black, didn't it?
It did. That was just the filament that was in the printer, bro. It's fine, you know. But it was great.
I can't imagine. I could not imagine. We've probably been sitting here talking to ourselves for the past
100%,
fucking
100%.
2 hours.
There's 2 watching now.
Right.
So we got one person that fell asleep while watching, then
Right.
we're watching it. That's
We are watching, right.
we're one of the 2.
But like only so we could see the comms better. That's funny though.
Yeah.
Fucking rocks, dude.
Fucking rocks.
I'm gonna get your mom a rock now, dude.
She'll finally like you.
She has no reason not to like me. I've been nothing but good to you. I'm the best father you ever had. But the fucking, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get her like a little. Do they make a Pop It Rock Johnson? See if she puts it. If she puts it on the same shelf, I'm in.
Make her an oversized
Dwayne
the Rock Johnson.
This is for your rock
Dwayne the Cock Johnson
collection.
Make her an oversized one.
Or I get her a guitar. But like a cheap one, dude. Like a Squire from Walmart. The acoustic variety. It's like $100 at best.
Just get her actual crack rock.
Right.
Just have them in like a little glass vial or something. Just
we don't see bones for it. Good times.
We gotta give
How's
those,
his beard
we
doing?
gotta give
Dude?
those to my brother.
How's his beard? Did it ever recover?
Yeah.
From the incident?
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine, dude. Just getting ripped out of your fucking face that. I would assume that there would be a patch that it would just not grow no more.
Came back.
The whole face part of it?
Yeah. But it fucking literally ripped skin off of his face.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
It's fucked up, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I felt traumatized even hearing this story.
Yeah, it's fucking. So I went over there. Why the fuck did you shave? Like that?
Right.
Like what did you? What? He's like, oh yeah, it's fucking. Fuck, man. It's fucked up. All because of a fucking drill.
Yeah. The only time I'm ever around fucking heavy machinery is when I'm taking a piss. So, usually there's like a good distance. You can tell by your
use of a rivet gun.
Listen, first of all, my rivets on that fucking tonneau cover are the only reason that is highway rated. Yeah. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. I will put my stamp on it.
Did you notice you only did one rivet per? You never did a full one of the pad eyes? You only did one rivet on this one rivet on this?
Yeah, because I needed to do better rivets. I needed to do better rivets than you do. My rivets were perfectly fine. Name somebody that makes a better rivet in a tonneau cover that you've seen. Fuck you. Even this, there's a fucking magnetic 3D printed dick over here, dude.
I didn't even make that
for no reason. But the idea that people out there own so many of these things is disturbing to me. That people have this phallic.
Do you remember where that one came from?
No.
That was at the Speedway on the gas pump. It just sticking off the side of it.
It found its rightful home.
And I grabbed it and I threw it at Cheyenne. Just, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm taking this shit home. Fuck it. I'm going to reverse engineer it. Make my own. Spread them across the world.
He was impressed with the size. You guys can't even see it, but he's like, holy shit.
It's the biggest I've ever seen.
Fucking ridiculous, dude. I don't know how we get stuck. It always leads back to penises in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what you're talking about. Penis. I don't know why you haven't clipped that yet and fucking posted it in and of itself. If you made that a short and it was on, and I'm pretty sure it's audible. I'm pretty sure. I mean, we heard it.
Barely.
You could put it in the fucking the Galdang OBS or the fucking something and fucking fuck with the audio files and do some CIA shit and then fucking uncover
enhance.
Right, dude. Fuck, I don't know why I keep grabbing my cup. There's fucking nothing in it. But yeah. I have no idea.
Okay. Nobody's fucking watching this. We've been at it for 2 hours and 43 minutes so far. Now 44 minutes.
Right. That's a quantitative amount of minutes. I would argue.
It is. Yeah, I haven't even gotten a comment for the past fucking 20 minutes.
We don't need them, dude. Because we'd be here doing the same shit with a camera off, so it doesn't matter. We'd probably be doing more heinous shit with the camera off, but but they're never off though.
No.
Remember that, people.
They're always watching.
Like that shit. It's really for real, dude, and it really is scary though, because just like earlier, the whole situation earlier, you're getting ads for bumps.
Yeah.
After we're fucking around with PVS 14s. So like, it's just very weird.
I am also in multiple helmet, night vision shit fucking groups on Facebook.
I can't do the groups. I don't know how motherfuckers be doing groups on Facebook, bro. Like, how do you have that much time to fucking be a part of a group?
I mean,
multiple
I can't
groups.
do anything in the groups. I just fucking.
But what's the point of being in them then?
I see some shit that looks fucking. They're all sales groups. So I see some shit looks interesting. All right, I'll join. And fucking, I'm in it, and then I'm seeing fucking sales posts pop up for shit that ain't gonna be on Marketplace.
I guess, but it's not illegal to sell a fucking bump helmet or even a ballistic helmet on Marketplace. But you probably get some weird motherfuckers showing up. But yeah, I don't know. It
like, guess what? I was
so
looking at
riddle me
ATVs
this though.
and
Riddle
shit
me
the other
this
day
though.
on Facebook Marketplace.
You were what?
Looking at ATVs and shit the other day. So now I'm a part of like 3 different groups for fucking local sales groups for ATVs and dirt bikes.
It's just clogging up the feed, I feel like.
It's the feed that I want to see, though, dude.
But like, I just
don't give a shit what my great aunt's doing in fucking
I don't even
Mexico
be on
this week.
Facebook like
I don't
that.
care. Well, that's why I'm on Facebook. It's for shit like that. For the fucking knife sale groups,
I feel like
the
Instagram is
fucking
way
freedom
better for
sales
those type of
groups,
things.
fucking Helms, fucking. I mean, a couple that are fucking retro fucking gear groups, Milsurp shit, and fucking some cool shit. You find some cool shit, see some cool shit.
I see some cool shit
Potentially
every
buy
day.
some cool shit.
I buy some cool shit every day. You'd be surprised when it walks in that motherfucker. I mean, you've seen a lot of it, but there's some crazy shit that you see. I got over 1,000 rounds of 7.62x54R for $60.
Yeah, fuck you,
my dude. $60 hairs. I'm at home shaving off G.I. Joes. Like the fucking what? But anyway.
Now Constitutional Carp jumps back. Says groups is the other way to do Facebook.
I just don't do Facebook, period. I have to do Facebook for my job. Yeah. But like, I just don't, other than that, I just don't really do it. I mean, it's whatever.
I do it solely for
the thing I don't like about it the most is that like, it's just the whole government. There's nothing more government than Facebook, bro. But Facebook owns Instagram, so it's the same shit. But at least you could make an alias. Not that I'm fucking, it's still me, motherfuckers, but like, you know, just
they still know who the fuck you are when you're on your
but
phone.
Regardless, dude, what I'm saying to the common folk, you know, but either way. But like, I still do it though. But like, I just do it poorly, and I just almost do it for no reason. Yeah. And like, I don't get any enjoyment. I never check it. I feel bad because I'm not trying to be an asshole. Yeah. But like at most, I'll post some shit about AutoZone Girl, or I'll be on the TT page.
Which was hilarious every time.
Shut up. or I'll be on the TT page, fucking posting links to the
prom queen.
I'll stab you in the back. Listen, we're dancing in the dark, dude. What do you want?
Oh, man.
It's what do you call a euphemism? An analogy. It's bars, bro. I'm out here with the deep thinking bars. I'm a fucking gene, dude. Like a pair of pants. But the fuck Facebook, they're all very fetty though.
You know, it's very fetty. Also, we start talking about Facebook, everybody's popping into fucking.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like it brings nothing.
Sit here
but
for
props.
half an hour talking
nothing
about
but
random
props.
bullshit. Nobody in the cops. Bring up Facebook for 2 minutes. It's fucking.
You guys are all feds, dude. Fuck you guys.
Especially Chris.
Right. Especially Chris, dude. There's no way you're that based as a fucking 16, 17-year-old or whatever the fuck you are. Definitely a fed, dude. They MK Ultra'd his ass, and I feel bad, dude. I feel like I'm directly responsible because they're taking him to try and get to me, dude. Yeah. Chris, listen, Chris, I'm telling you, bro. If you don't fucking start a morning talk show with your father, we're not friends anymore, dude. At least a podcast, bro. Chris and Chris in the morning, but release all the episodes at night. He said he was born based, dude. He was born on a plateau, dude. He's based out of fucking
motherfucker born in a baseball field.
Right, he was born in a basement or something. But the fucking is like cool, dude.
So Constitution Carp says my dog woke me up.
What kind of dog, dude?
Which accounts for the one person that fell asleep watching. That was, I think Chris just popped back in.
Right. He was like, Facebook?
Yeah.
I'm a Facebooker, he said.
Yeah.
It's the meme with with Steve Buscemi with the fucking skateboard. You know what I'm saying, dude? But yeah, fucking you motherfuckers. I don't know what we do with them or without them. No, that's the thing. We're stuck in this limbo, as it would seem. I don't know what the whole fucking. It's the duality of man. I think the fucking war and peace, bro. The whole dichotomy of the situation has just thrown me for a loop. I would argue. But either way, dude. But seriously, Chris and Chris in the morning, but post that shit at midnight. But like 11:59, so technically it's still nighttime, just to throw them off. Yeah. But yeah, dude. I don't know. With that, we love you. I wasn't born last. A-Dubs now is back. I didn't show up in a turnip truck. It's Steven Seagal, dude. Fucking Steven Seagal, dude. Those are words to live by. Anything Steven Seagal has ever said, dude. He's a prime idol. Yeah. Not only in the martial arts community, but the law enforcement community, and definitely A-list Hollywood actor by all means. I don't know if you've seen any of his latest work. It's a refined taste. Like, you have to be up here with it to really understand where he's going, because I don't even think he does.
Doing a podcast with his dad, though.
You think
your dad on a podcast?
Listen, your dad, dude. You and your dad on a podcast would be the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life, dude.
We need to get you and your dad on a podcast.
It's too late, dude. He's got skew in the morning. He's got to ride his little bicicleta or something. And fucking Papa Chris got work and shit early because he's earning hard for the family. So, but either Steven was clearly a sniper. He was, dude. Fucking in 37 different movies. Oh my God, Steven Seagal, dude. You know, there's whole dedicated channels to fucking talking shit about Steven Seagal, and I, at one point in time, went down the rabbit hole on Steven Seagal hate videos.
We talked about it before.
And it's honestly time well spent, I would argue, because there's some good stuff in there, dude. It's hilarious, dude, the edits that they do. But yeah, he was a revolutionary in his time. Dude, fucking his first and second movie were like pretty good, but like all downhill since then. Dude. I don't even remember what the fuck his first and second movie's name were called, dude. It was what was it? Not Above the Law. Was it Above the Law? That's one of them for sure. And was he in Exit Wounds? I don't know if he was in Exit Wounds, but Above the Law, and then there was fucking, I don't know, it's a whole thing. But like the first couple were like, it was decent, dude. He showed some promise. But then he revealed the real Steven, dude. You never go full retard, and you never reveal your full Steven, dude.
I had to reveal my full Steven. There's not
Above
much
the Law
Steven
was
there.
an amazing movie. It was, dude. It's a hood classic for Italian people, but not even, because he's not even Italian. He's Russian, supposedly. He doesn't know what the fuck he is. He eats care. Under Siege was all right. I think Above the Law was better. Under Siege was a little more cheese, but what, bars, by the way?
Steven Seagal once saved a woman from beating herself. He did it for her like a gentleman.
Yeah. Right. He's just a courteous guy.
Yeah.
And because he's a master in Aikido or whatever the fuck, where you basically it's all scripted and everybody just falls when you like use the force and shit. But he's a master, dude. Right, but then I would do like 8 backflips and then break my neck.
Yeah.
But yeah. Either way. It's past our bedtimes, motherfuckers. Yeah. We're getting out of here. We love you. We appreciate you. You should have been here earlier. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and more importantly than that,
they were here earlier, then they left us. Now
make sure that you live as constitutionally as you feel comfortable. And Put your snuggies on, bitches.
Fucking snuggies, dude.